Okay, so we are finally going to do the 5th anniversary event for Tears of Themis. We're getting married, you guys! That's why I am in this white dress. Let's go. Don't do it. I already did it, Kathy. I already did it yesterday night. Why is this the music? Okay, thank God. On a summer afternoon, a gentle sound drifts from the entryway, followed by Artem stepping in with several cardboard boxes still warm from the sun. The boxes land with a dull thud, clearly filled to the brim. Are these all specialties from the capital? Is your mom trying to give us every specialty product from the entire capital?
그건 여기 두 박스가 다예요.
No, just these two I'm holding. First child, the new yet now Artem, collecting husbands like the Infinity Stones. Yes. Artem glances at the entryway and then quickly adds,
나머지는 쟁여두려고 산 간식이에요. 냉장고에 음료수도 다 떨어져 가고 당신이 좋아하는 디저트도 얼마 안 남았더라고요.
"Oh." The other boxes are snacks I stocked up on. I noticed the drinks in the fridge are almost gone, and you're also running low on several of your favorite desserts.
요즘 사무소가 한가하거든요. 집에 있을 시간이 많을 것 같아서 넉넉하게 샀어요.
The law firm hasn't been too busy lately, so I thought since I'd be spending more time resting at home, I bought a bit more. Are they taking leave to get married? I don't understand how this works. Which stones? Is there a justice stone? I don't know.
어머니가 보내주신 특산품이랑 같이
Two of them
올지는
are justice
몰라요.
themed. I didn't expect it to arrive together with the local specialties my mother sent. A week ago, she'd received a call from Kimberly Garner. She had to go on a business trip to the capital for some temporary work. And after calculating the time, she decided to go on vacation with Brian Wing, who happened to have some free time. Seriously? After she finished her work. I'm sorry, I can't imagine Artem's dad having free time. Since we have the chance, we plan to spend a few days sightseeing around the capital while we're here. Oh right, I'll send you some local specialties when I get there.
여름에 수도 가신 게 오랜만이라 기념될 만한 물건은 다 보내고 싶으셨나 봐요.
Roll these ribs long and thick, I'm sure. Perhaps mother hasn't been to the capital in summer for too long, so she couldn't help but send back all these items of sentimental value. Artem picks up a box cutter and slices with a tape while she holds the box steady for him. Summer? Why that season in particular?
여름은 두 분이 만난 계절이에요.
Summer was the season when they first met. Ah. As they talk, the box opens and the sweet aroma of pastries enriches the summer afternoon air. The letter on the top interrupts the question she's about to ask. Artem picks it up, opens it, and quickly skims through it.
어머니가 메시지를 남기셨는데 작은 박스는 동료들한테 줄 기념품이라네요.
Mother left a message saying the souvenirs and that small box are for her colleagues. What's with that jacket? It looks good! It's a nice jacket.
집에 받을 사람이 없을까봐 같이 보낸다고. 우리가 시간 날 때 대신 가져다 달라고 하셨어요.
She was worried no one would be home to sign for it, so she had it sent here. She asked us to deliver it back when we have time. Let's find a time to visit her then. What else did your mother write? Through the paper, it seems the message contains more than just those two sentences.
평범한 당부의 말들 뿐이에요. 그리고
Just some daily reminders, and Artem hands her the letter while he begins taking out and counting the specialties in the box. Remember to refrigerate the honey sesame cakes so they taste better. Bring 2 packs of Poria cakes for Celestine. I got mixed flavors of fruit candies. Don't eat them all. Let Rosa choose first.
그럼 당신 먼저 골라요.
Yes, you pick first. Why did Auntie give such detailed instructions?
내가 뺏을까봐 걱정되셨나 봐요.
It seems she was concerned that I would take them.
이 사탕은 여름에만 살 수 있어요. 어릴 때 책을 보면서 자주 먹던 건데 어느새 책상 한쪽에 사탕 껍질이 수북이 쌓이곤 했죠.
These fruit candies are only available in summer. When I was young, I would often eat them while reading, and before I knew it, a pile of candy wrappers would accumulate on my desk. Really? It's hard to imagine little Artem hunched over his desk unwrapping candy.
그럼요. 한번 먹어볼래요?
That's right. Do you want to try one?
이 맛이 제일 맛있더라고요.
This flavor is the
추천해요.
best. I would recommend it. He unwraps one and hands it to her. It has been kept with an ice pack, perfectly intact and still faintly cool. It seems to be lychee flavored, though she's not entirely sure, with a hint of something similar to rose, a very traditional sweetness, soft and simple. Artem, it's so sweet. She's just about to choose for herself when his recommendation arrives. She decides to save the treat for later and takes her time choosing next time. The sweetness pulls at her thoughts, and she remembers a topic that was interested a moment ago. Oh right, you mentioned earlier that summer was the season when your father and mother met.
네, 초여름에 만나셨어요. 여름에 만나서 여름에 사랑을 약속하셨죠.
And hello.
그래서 두 분한테 여름은 의미가 특별해요.
Happy Re, thank you. How are you doing? Have you managed to get Vin's card yet? Yeah, my father and mother met in early summer. They encountered each other in summer and fell in love in summer, so summer holds a special meaning for them. How many times is he gonna say summer?
어렸을 때부터 아버지랑
Since I was
어머니는
young,
늘 여름의 기념일을 함께 챙기셨어요.
they've always celebrated their anniversary in summer.
그러다가 각자 일이 바빠지고 시간을 마음대로 낼 수 없게 되면서 함께 쉴 수 있는 날이 그 기념일이 됐죠.
Jesus Christ, these two. And Vin will never be heard from again. Wait, there's still time. There's still time, right? As they both increasingly got busy with work, time became less predictable, and their anniversary became any day they could both take off. His parents, man. Well, that's how it.
어쩌면 인연일지도 모르겠네요.
Perhaps it
우리가
was.
사랑에 빠진 것도 여름이잖아요.
Perhaps it was fate. After all, we fell in love in summer too. The two had met and moved in together in summer. It feels like fate, or perhaps some mysterious thread that ties together days in their life that were once completely unconnected. I think it's because it's summer vacation, and that's when the gacha games know that we're bored. A strange feeling suddenly arises in her heart. In that case, should we celebrate our anniversary too?
그래서 전에 기념일을 축하하는 방법을 찾아봤는데
That's why I've already looked into some things that we can do for our anniversary. Artem immediately picks up on her words, as if already inspired, and taps on his phone screen. But he stops halfway, pulls his hand back a little, taps twice with his fingertips, and then hands the phone to her. What? His phone's search screen is completely empty, making her think that perhaps she was mistaken.
전에 보여주려던 페이지를 저장했어야 했는데 안 했더라고요.
No, I just remembered the page I wanted to show you earlier, but it seems I didn't save it.
지금 정해볼까요?
Why don't we decide it now?
어떤 방식이든 다 좋아요.
We can celebrate however you'd like. Then, her hesitation makes Artem lean closer, tilting his ear towards her and genuinely wanting to hear her thoughts. So she unwraps a piece of candy and places it in his mouth, sharing the same sweet fragrance. Let's sort out these local specialties and the household restock first, before taking Auntie's things over. We can then think about it slowly later, alright?
좋아요.
Alright. Okay, so room cleanup. Trace shared memories. It's this thingy again. Haven't we already done something like this? Does it have more this time? Now that I'm counting, besides the specialty goods we're taking to your mom's place later, there's quite a lot for us too. This might take a while to sort through. It's okay, there's no rush with my mom's matter. We can take our time. Alright, shall we begin now? Okay, I've already cleared some space in the bottom section of the kitchen cabinet, so you can use the space however you like. Sure. Oh my gosh. This is the gameplay, guys. Is Auntie not coming back for another 2 weeks? Should I put these 2 packs of sticky rice cakes and dried fruits in the
네.
freezer first?
냉동고 칸을 비워야겠네요.
Yeah, I'll clear out a shelf in the freezer. Artem takes the sealed bags she packed and stacks them neatly into the freezer with practiced ease. She watches him turn to look at the remaining packages. And what's over there?
집에서 소분용 봉투를 챙겨왔어요. 이따 건조제 넣어서 같이 냉장고에 넣으면 될 것 같아요.
Yes, I've already pulled. I pulled first day, so we're ready. We're ready with the card. I brought some storage bags from home. We can add desiccate later and store them in the refrigerated area. Oh, okay. They both work in perfect sync. He counts the items while she sorts them into bags before handing them back for him to categorize. Artem moves with brisk efficiency as if filing documents in his office, and soon each sorted item is placed neatly in its proper spot. It took me like 100 pulls though. Like he took me to hard pity. He really made me work for this. Done. The fridge is filled to the brim, and the once empty shelf in the living room is now neatly lined with all kinds of local snacks. Everything is organized, yet the sheer amount of items still makes it look a little crowded. It looks a little bit full. I should have asked Auntie if she needed a storage rack too when I was getting one installed in my kitchen earlier. Did you have to swipe? I suppose. I always spend a little bit on the discounted packs before I pull. Call it a good luck ritual. It did not bring me luck though. Before coming here, Rosa and Artem organized the kitchen at home and bought a few storage racks to sort out the specialties and supplies. If they had been sent over in several batches, it probably would not have ended up this full.
괜찮아요. 거실에 잠시 둔 거지. 어머니가 돌아오셔서 직접 정리하실 거예요.
It's alright. These are just temporarily placed in the living room. Mother will check them and sort them out when she returns.
선물할 물건들이 빠지면 그렇게 좁아 보이진 않을 것 같아요.
It won't look as full anymore once we remove the items meant for others.
또 가끔은 집안이 어질러지는 것도 자연스러운 일상이잖아요.
Besides,
그래요?
it's perfectly normal for things to get a bit messy at home from time to time, isn't it? Artem always seems to be able to find the crucial points, naturally guiding her to follow his way of thinking. Yeah, over time, things do tend to accumulate at home.
세월이 주는 선물일 수도 있고요.
Perhaps it's a gift from time itself. Some are newly bought, while others are things that she's gotten attached to after using them for so long that she can't bear to throw them away. Time changes many things, but it also colors once unrelated objects with memories. It's time and the feeling of home. The place where she stands now is also Artem's home. But a few law books that Artem used to read as a child, once kept on the living room shelf, have already been brought to their new home. With his parents' permission, she's also brought the brushes, ink, paper, and inkstone to use for writing couplets during the Winter Wish Festival back home. And so, in this place, where Artem was born and raised, traces of him are gradually fading.
그나저나
Aww.
어렸을 때 쓰던 물건이 애초에 별로 없었던 것 같아요.
Now that I think of it, I didn't have many possessions when I was a child.
나중에 학교 다니고 일하고 따로 나와 살고
Then I went to school and work,
우리 집이 생겼거든요.
and I moved out to live on my own, and later still a home of our own.
그러다 보니까 이제 부모님 댁에 남은 물건이 정말 얼마 없는 것 같아요.
So I don't have many belongings left at my parents' house anymore. Yeah, it's just a pity. After a few seconds of bewilderment, she realizes he has already seen through the words she didn't even speak. How did you... Yeah, I was like, did he read her mind? He probably did.
직감이죠.
Intuition. Artem turns down the air conditioner and then holds her hand as they sit together on the sofa.
글쎄요. 그냥 당신이 걱정할까 봐 먼저 말했어요.
It's just that I was worried you'd be concerned, so I wanted to tell you myself first.
어른이 되는 과정에서 누군가의 삶을 떠나는 순간이 있기 마련이에요. 근데 생각보다 괜찮아요.
During one's growth, there are always moments when you leave someone else's life, but it's actually better than you'd think,
어쨌든
or more alright than you'd
나도
think.
함께 걸어갈 사람이 생겼으니까요.
After all, I already have someone to
서로
walk this path
의지하고
with me.
함께 한다는 건 두 사람의 일이에요.
Being together and supporting each other has always been meant for two people. He speaks with such ease and sincerity, as if it is a truth long settled in his heart that the two of them are companions walking through life together. She remembers someone once said that colleagues make the worst couples with a failure rate of over 50%. What was Artem's answer back then? It was something like, there are actually many successful cases and the probability isn't that low. Right, wasn't that during the early days when he was like still shy? And it truly is so. They walk side by side together, their lives intertwined as one. I guess we're now one of those successful cases of professionals joining forces.
그래서 생각해 봤는데요.
That's what I've also thought.
올해 기념일은
Oh wait, no.
좀 더 특별하게
So
보내고
I've
싶어요.
been so
우리가 함께 걷기로 한 증표라고 해둘까요?
So because of that, I've been thinking, I want to make this year's anniversary ceremony a bit more special as a testament to our journey together as colleagues. Is this how he proposes? Hello, Beck. We're doing the event story for Artem. You made it. You have not missed the wedding. The summer sunlight streams through the temperature-controlled room, but the room isn't warm at all. It only softens Artem's features and lets her clearly see the flutter of emotion in his eyes. A special proof of lifelong companionship, perhaps. A feeling spreads through her heart, but the inspiration vanishes as quickly as the morning mist on a summer day. Their journey together as colleagues, Artem, please. Well, they are signing a contract. She can only set those hazy thoughts aside for now and open her phone's calendar to officially add the anniversary plans. Of course, we should think about some together. How about we make some plans once we get back? Is he going to... Wait, no, he did propose, right? Wait, I'm confused. There was a ring. Yes, the proposal card did happen. Okay. Yeah, and they waited 2 years. I'm sure we can find a satisfactory one to make this proof a reality.
다 마음에 들겠지만
Marius did offer to let us sign a platonic marriage. Oh my gosh. I think I'll be satisfied with any plan.
그래도 결국 가장 만족스러운 걸 찾아내게 되겠죠.
But we can always find the most satisfactory one. Artem wraps his arms around her shoulders and naturally adds his name to her schedule. Organizing with Artem. Okay, sure. I don't know if Artem will also give you that option. Probably not, to be honest. You went with official? Of course. The park seems a bit far. Never mind then. Are you making a list of plans for the anniversary? Yeah, before we knew it, we've already got a long list of plans. But all these plans seem to be alternatives? Well, it's just that it felt good to write it all out, but none of them seemed special enough when I looked back at it after. What would you consider to be special, Artem? It's hard to say. What makes something special? It's quite an ambiguous concept. Yeah, I feel like being with you makes anything enjoyable, but somehow it still feels like something's missing. I'm not too busy lately, so we can take our time to plan it together. Okay, let's slowly think it through. Let's put what's too far off on hold for now and start with the smaller things around us. Like what? For example, how about tidying up our bedroom together? Keeping our resting space tidy will make us feel better. Okay. Oh my gosh. The gameplay in this game. Largest to smallest. Okay. Huh. Put away all the law books and test toys. I think there's a bit of a delay from what's on the screen for you guys. But I guess that's the price we suffer for me being able to use my thumbs. I told you it's minimal gameplay. Yeah, super minimal. Artem, when did you bring back this jar of red beans? I hadn't noticed it before.
침대 머리맡에 화장대 옆에 있는 병이요?
The one next to the vanity? Artem doesn't stop what he's doing, busily putting the freshly folded clothes into the wardrobe. Yes.
지난주에 가져왔어요.
I brought it back last week.
그날 의뢰인이 근처에서 보자고 해서 갔다가 이야기가 끝나고 시간이 남아서 가는 길에 그 홍두나무를 보러 갔어요.
A client asked to meet nearby, and it was still early by the time we were done, so I decided to stop by and check on that red
가서
bean
보니까
tree.
나무를 관리해 주시는 분이 낡은 가지를 치고 계시길래 잘려나간 가지에서 홍두를 챙겨온 거예요.
When I went there, the old man who takes care of the trees for us was pruning old branches, so I brought back some red beans from the discarded twigs.
근데
But yeah, once I get there, I'll definitely switch over. With a smile, he neatly stacks the last pile of clothes and closes the wardrobe door. He gets up to fetch the small glass bottle filled with red beans.
사실 이 세상에 날 곤란하게 할 수 있는 건 고구마 마탕 말고도 하나가 더 있어요.
Actually, in this world, aside from candied sweet potatoes, there's one more thing that stumps me. From his tone, she can tell he still has not gotten over his failed attempt at making candied sweet potatoes on that one business trip. Yet, even after the most recent attempt, his sugar-fried sweet potatoes still fail to turn into candied sweet potatoes, and she cannot help laughing along with him. Oh my gosh, this poor man. What's that?
홍두 공예품이에요.
Red bean handicrafts.
홍두를 구하고 나니까
After getting the red
기념일
bean,
전에 뭔가 만들 수 있지 않을까 싶었어요.
I suddenly wanted to do something special before the
근데
anniversary.
막상 집에 가져와 보니
But after bringing it
세공
home,
방식이나 디자인 면에서 딱히 좋은 생각이 안 떠오르더라고요.
I realized there wasn't anything particularly noteworthy about either the craftsmanship or the design. So you just left it there and then got busy and forgot about it?
아니요. 시간을 내서 당신이랑 같이 뭘 하면 좋을지 의논해 보고 싶었어요.
No, when there was time, I wanted to discuss with you what we should do.
그러다가 급한 건이 생기기도 했고 최근에는 짐 정리 때문에 바빠서 깜빡했지 뭐예요.
Oh, he sounds so embarrassed. Later, our client's case became urgent, and we've been organizing things these past few days. In the end, I forgot about it when things got busy. He seems worried she might misunderstand something, so he insists on explaining every step of the process. But in truth, he's the one who cares more about these details. Should we add that to our anniversary plans then? Do you have anything in mind yet?
아직이요.
Not yet.
근데 얼마 전에 지민 선배가 식물을 활용한 창작 공예품을 전문으로 하는 DIY 공방을 추천해 줬어요.
But Celestine did recommend a DIY craft store to me recently that specializes in creative plant artwork. He checks his messages again and quickly finds a location near the central business district.
이 공방부터
예.
가보는 건 어때요?
Should we check out the store
전문적인
first?
조언을 받을 수도 있잖아요.
Perhaps the store employees can offer us some professional advice. Sure.
예약 시간 한번 확인해 볼게요.
Let me check the reservation timings first.
단골로 예약하는 게 낫겠어요. 지민 선배한테 연락해서 부탁해 볼게요.
It'll be easier for regular customers to make reservations. I'll send this to Celestine and have her make one for us. Artem quickly confirms the time with the craft shop and syncs the schedule to her. Oh my gosh. Funny. They arrive at the DIY craft shop at the appointed time.
지금 행사 기간이라 단골 고객 추천으로 오시면 혜택이 있어요.
Oh, the store is also celebrating its anniversary. During the store anniversary celebration, there are also special discounts for referrals from existing customers. The shop owner skillfully opens the display album, turning to the showcase pages.
지민님이 올해 결혼기념일에 의뢰하신 영생화 화환은 이번에 출시된 신상품인데 한번 보시겠어요?
Miss Celestine custom made this new preserved flower wreath for her wedding anniversary this year. You two might want to consider it as well.
홍두의 꽃말은 사랑하는 사람을 향한 깊은 마음이에요. 결혼기념일 액자로 제작하시면 뜻깊은 아이템이 될 거예요.
Aw, the red bean flower symbolizes deep longing for a loved one. It would be so meaningful to custom make it into a wedding anniversary photo frame.
저희는
Well, just we. She isn't sure whether the shop owner is simply too enthusiastic or whether her words are too revealing. Rhodes and Artem fall silent, and in the moment they meet each other's eyes, they both catch a trace of bewilderment.
아직 부부는 아니고
We're not married yet.
그냥 기념일에 의미를 더하고 싶어서요.
I just wanted to add something meaningful to our anniversary item.
어머, 죄송해요. 두 분이 지민님이랑 비슷한 상황이라고 들어서 저도 모르게 그만...
I'm so sorry. Miss Celestine mentioned earlier that you two were in a similar situation as her, so I just assumed.
지민 선배가 그랬다고요?
Did she say that? Why aren't you two married yet? I understand some of the others, but why aren't you two married yet? The shop owner nods, wanting to explain something, but quickly changes the subject as if afraid of causing further
정말
misunderstanding.
죄송해요.
I'm truly
저희
sorry.
가게에 다른 커플 디자인도 많은데 하나씩 보시겠어요?
Actually, we have quite a few other couple designs in our store. Would you like me to bring them out for you both to see? Did Celestine make some strange recommendations when she helped make the reservation? It's okay. We're already engaged, so engaged couples are technically spouses too, right? Are they? As long as the style is good, they're all worth considering, right?
네,
Yes.
디자인만 마음에 들면 괜찮을 것 같아요.
As long as you like it, I think it'll be fine. Oh. She finally decides to turn the bottle of red beans. They finally decide to turn the bottle of red beans into commemorative anniversary frame of their own. The shop owner quickly brings over the supplementary materials after briefly guiding them through the process, and she politely steps away, leaving the two to it. Most of the dried flowers are semi-finished materials. You only need to combine the red beans with a few elements to create your own commemorative picture. This one goes here. Does this look right? Maybe I should sprinkle some more dried petals? Navigating through the color on the table, Artem gently presses her hand.
보기 좋은데
It looks
그대로
fine.
둬요.
Let's leave it like that. Really? Then I'll seal it, okay?
잠깐만요.
Wait,
내 것도 있잖아요.
I have one too. Artem places his hand beside hers as he sets down the red bean branch he assembled next to her completed pattern. Two red bean branches intertwine and stand together. Their longing entwined as a whispering of endless tenderness.
이렇게 하면 더 우리 같아질 거예요.
Hello, ACR Talks. Thank you for the lurk. It will be cozy visual novel reading stream. There, now it looks more like us. The unspoken understanding between lovers makes her pause.
내가 상상하던 미래의 연장선 같아요.
Oh, like a continuation of the future I imagined. After a brief silence, he suddenly gives a small laugh as if realizing what his words sound incomplete.
지민 선배 말이 맞을지도 모르겠네요. 이 공방을 추천해 줄 때 기념일에는 뭔가 의미 있는 일을 해야 한다고 했거든요.
Maybe Celestine was right. When she recommended this place, she said that anniversaries need to be celebrated with something that has a sense of ritual.
한번 해보니까 사람의 타고난 욕구는 자신이 바라는 걸 계속해서 이어가게 한다는 걸 깨달았어요.
After trying it out once, I realized that our innate desire drives us perpetually pursue what we aspire to. He sets down the tools and turns to fully face her, his tone sincere.
뭐랄까,
How should I say it?
처음 같이 살기 시작했을 땐 그게 연애의 마지막 단계라고 생각했거든요.
When we first started living together, I thought this was the final stage of a relationship.
그러다가 나중에야 알게 됐어요.
Wait.
사랑은 끝이라는 게 없다는 거요.
Did he propose? And then they moved in together and then he was like, well, we're done. Artem, please. But later on, I gradually began to understand that love is far from having a so-called ending.
홍두나무처럼 해마다 자라나고 시들었다가 다시 새롭게 태어나는데 매년 비슷한 듯 또 조금씩 달라요.
He definitely wanted to just sign the marriage certificate at the city hall. Like the red bean tree growing year after year, withering and being reborn, repeating yet different with each passing season. His gentle words settle in her heart like the soft rustle of red bean leaves brushed by the wind, leaving behind nothing but tenderness. Of course, the souvenirs they made look like us, and we are not being too greedy. In a quiet corner of the class area, once the conversation stops, only the sound of each other's breathing remains clearly audible.
좋네요.
That's good. Yes. The sense of ritual is merely a continuation of longing because you both yearn for confirmation in this relationship. Rosa and Artem naturally end up cherishing every memory. So is its essence merely a form of validation? Or is the very process of change itself the witness to their relationship? Get married in Vegas, it's faster. I should find some time to think about this again. In the uneven beating of her heart, she suddenly understands that perhaps her impulses are just as numerous as Artem's. That kind of hidden longing is not something Artem alone seeks. They have drive-through marriages and drive-through divorces? That's crazy. Oh, are we almost on the last one? The shop has delivered the red bean photo frame we made before. Let me see. It looks beautiful. The final result is even more stunning than I imagined. Should we set it up now? Yes, how about placing it next to the bedside table? Well, that doesn't seem to work. We already have quite a few decorations by the bedside. Adding a picture frame might make it look a bit cluttered. Hey, how about putting it in the study? Or we could adjust the frame a bit and turn it into a wall painting. Let's go check out this study. Silly. The gameplay.
책상에서 고개를 들면 바로 보이게 이쪽에 거는 건 어때요?
Mars is also a bit dragged out. Do you think the others were less dragged out? I wonder if Penn has done this part of the story yet. Apparently, Vin still hasn't come home, so he might actually be dead. Come home to Penn, I mean. How about hanging it here? You can see it right away when you look up from the desk. Sure. Oh, but it's a bit crooked, a little more to the left. After receiving the red bean photo frame, they both felt it should be hung somewhere special. The walls of the study still feels a bit empty, so Archer eventually chooses to hang it on the wall opposite the desk.
지금은요? 괜찮아요?
How about now? Is it alright? She holds his arm and steps back 2 paces until she reaches the perfect spot to admire the red bean frame. Yes, that feels just right. Now then... She's just about to ask whether Artem wants to continue with the anniversary plans listed earlier when her phone vibrates the moment she opens the shared schedule. The calendar automatically syncs the information Artem has searched and found. Ultimate wedding guide, wedding venue arrangement, creative wedding ceremony plans. He's so silly. You should plan this together. He quietly clears his throat, instinctively wanting to delete the search history, but even if he deletes it from his phone, the synced information still remains on hers.
이걸 검색한 건
He's so tism. He is.
사실 그날 시간이 남아서 동심계열 매듭을 하나 더 만들었거든요.
He's less tism than Zane, but yeah. I was searching for these because actually I had some free time that day, so I made a lover's knot.
당신한테 어떻게 줘야 할지 몰라서 좀 더 적절한 때를 보고 있었어요.
I just haven't figured out how to give it to you yet. I'm waiting for a more appropriate moment. Artem is never good at making excuses. He always reveals his feelings in the most clumsy, honest way. In the end, he can only take something from his desk drawer and place it in her palm. It's a lover's knot woven with red silk thread. The intertwined red strands inexplicably remind her of Artem's character, soft yet resilient.
잘 만들진 못했어요.
I couldn't make it very well. It is good enough. It's actually quite beautiful. Plus, the meaning behind it is wonderful too. A professional might not consider it to be refined, but to Rosa, it is the best in the world.
근데 내 생각이 짧았네요. 당신을
But I didn't think, I didn't put enough thought into it and made you.
아니에요. 마음에 들면 받아줘요.
It's alright, you keep it if you like.
꼭 더 예쁘게 만들어줄게요.
Later, I'll definitely make you a prettier one. He says unexpectedly. Is it because of the lover's knot? No, of course not. Artem, have you ever thought about wanting to... The moment she speaks, her voice comes out hoarse. Something seems stuck in her throat. She lowers her head and keeps rubbing the knot between her fingers. Between the intertwined threads, the places he has touched countless times before inexplicably warm. United in heart, together till death do you part. Across history, countless poems have attempted to describe the meaning of such unity, but none surpass the knot he places in her hand. From his thoughts on the anniversary to everything he does today, there seems to be a single emotion behind his words. A clear guess forms in her mind.
생각해봤어요.
I have thought about it
아주 많이.
a lot.
그리고 오랫동안요.
And for a long time.
우리의 미래는 어떤 모습일지.
I wonder what our
지금처럼
future will be like.
변함없을지.
If
아니면 한 발짝 더 나아갈 수 있을지.
we can stay just as we are, or if it would be better to take another step forward.
근데 이런 건 중요하지 않아요. 중요한 건 당신 마음이죠.
However, none of that really matters. What's important are your heart. Sorry, is your heart. Oh. He always says, as long as you like it, that's what matters most to me. Artem is always like this. He loves without reservation, yet always gives her the safest and most considerate choice.
사람의 감정은 법조항이 아니에요.
Human emotions are not legal clauses.
논리적이지 않고 모순될 때도 있죠.
They aren't always clear or orderly, and sometimes even contradict themselves. He lets out a soft sigh, his breath brushing her ear, clear enough to express every delicate feeling.
어느 날 내가 욕심을 부리면서 당신에게 더 많은 걸 바라게 될까봐 걱정해요.
I'm afraid that one day I'll become too greedy and ask for more from you.
내가 원하는 건 단순히 함께하는 게 아니라 영원한 맹세와 약속이니까요.
What even is a proposal? Guys, am I missing something about Stellis's culture? Like, what was the point of the proposal if they weren't planning? I'm so confused. Because what I want isn't just to walk beside you forever, or beside you, but vows and promises meant to last forever. I'm so confused. Artem is just way overcomplicating things. The promise you're talking about is... Feeling the flutter in her heart grows stronger, she reaches out and holds his hand.
결혼.
Marriage.
그리고 우리 결혼식이요.
And our wedding. Maybe her movement gives him courage, or perhaps the distance between them is already too close, so close that a single impulse from either of them could tear through the invisible veil. Artem holds her hand in return, and with utmost restraint presses a soft kiss on her ring finger.
일단 서두르지 말고
Don't answer.
남은 말을 마저 할 수 있게
You don't have to answer
좀 더
now.
용기를 줘요.
Please lend me a bit more courage to finish what I have to say.
우리가 이 집을 갖게 된 순간부터
Ever since we made this home together,
한 걸음 더 나아가야 하지 않을까 줄곧 생각해 왔어요.
I've been thinking about taking our relationship to the next level.
근데 언제가 가장 적절한 시기일까 생각해 봤을 때
When would be the best time?
잘 모르.
I didn't know. So you've been thinking about this for a long time.
이게 당신한테 부담이 되는 건 원치 않았어요. 내 바람을 앞세워서 당신을 구속하는 건 더더욱 싫고요.
I don't want my thoughts to burden you, and I certainly can't let my wishes override your own and turn into constraints.
내 생각이 너무 갑작스럽거나 성급한 건 아닐까 싶어 두렵기도 했어요.
Oh.
쉽게 내릴 수 있는 결정은 아니니까요.
I'm also worried that my thoughts might be too sudden and too rash, since this isn't a decision that can be made lightly.
언젠가 적절한 순간이 왔을 때 당신도 이 일을 인지하고 완벽히 준비되면 그때 이 이야기를 하고 싶었어요.
I'd always hoped that one day, or at the right moment, when you realize and are fully prepared, we can discuss this matter again.
근데 오늘은 그러지 못한 것 같아요. 난
But today I couldn't do that. Artem holds her hand in return and, with utmost restraint, presses a soft kiss on her ring finger. I don't know what the right time will be either, but I believe in it and in every path we've walked together. I believe that whatever choices we make will be the best ones. His palm trembles slightly as he waits in silence, carrying an unspoken hope. She knows he is waiting for her choice, sincerely waiting just like countless times before. This is why I love Artem. He's going to want all her marriage night plans written in a bullet point format. Yeah, this is like super ism coded. Like, I've made up my mind. Let's get officially married. I just want to have a wedding that belongs to us. Okay. Maybe there's never really such a thing as the perfect timing in this world. Sometimes taking a step back is not just a choice, but a way to move forward. After understanding this, she gains a clear grasp of her feelings and can give a definite answer. So Artem, I've made up my mind. Let's get married. He gazes at her intently, studying her emotions, as if trying to see whether her words come from impulse or careless thought.
정말요?
Really? Yes, I am, and I'm not responding to your wish. I'm looking forward to it. I want to enter into marriage with you, Artem. I want to share a vow with you that belongs to us, our own testament. I can't read this. The music is very good. Maybe too good. Her fingertips fall into his palm and an unseen butterfly flutters its wings, subtle yet vivid.
진심이에요?
Are you serious? He asks again, his voice deeper, filled with emotions that refuse to fade. Yes, I am. After her words, she affirms it again through her actions. The Marius version got you good, then Kathy called you in the middle. You yelled at him. Fair. Finding the marriage registration portal is easy. After searching and logging in on her tablet, she fills out the information and reaches the download button. Once connected to the studies printer, a still warm application form lands on the desk. Since you've made up your mind, you have to treat it sincerely. As legal professionals, we value everything in black and white, so shouldn't we
물론이죠.
now? Of course. Artem takes out a fountain pen and solemnly hands it to her.
두 마음이 하나가 되도록 내 마음을 당신에게 바칠게요.
Oh, that's sweet. Our hearts are promised to each other, beating as one. I'm marrying Marius. What do you want when you want to get lunch? Two hearts beating as one. She takes the pen from his hand. Like I'm surprised they just don't use the name that I have in the game. I thought that they would just do that. It feels weird to type my own name. I'll just go with what I expected it to be. Her name and his name are written in black and white, a proof of their lifelong promise to each other.
이걸 제출하고 나면 다른 일들도 제대로 준비해야 하지 않을까요?
After we submit this, shouldn't we start preparing for everything else as well? The wedding ceremony, just imagining is already enough to feel excited. Yeah, seems like there's still quite a bit to prepare. That's why I wrote thirsty hug. Because of what you wrote, that's why I thought that it would just choose the name like that you put in. She nods gently as she leans against Artem in this intimate position. She hears his heartbeat just as warm and fervent as her own. warm and steadfast. It feels as if their two hearts are already melding together, about to compose a lifelong vow together, his life and hers. Preparing for the ceremony. After setting the date for the ceremony, their lives grow busier as one preparation for another fills the days. The leisure time that used to sit between hers and Artem's days off has now given way to all of these tasks. Sometimes, even after finishing work, Artem continues checking the ceremony arrangements in his study. I just realized that preparing for this isn't going to be easy at all.
점심에 운주구에서 의뢰인 미팅이 있어서 조금 늦게 갈 것 같아요.
Now I need to meet a client in Cloudland District at noon, so I'll be back a bit later. Is this a last-minute case?
네.
Yes.
거동이 불편한 분위기도 하고 직접 만나서 이야기하길 원하셔서요.
Oh, the client has limited
상황이
mobility.
복잡하진 않아서 저녁 식사에는 갈 수 있을 거예요.
I prefer to talk in person. Fortunately, the situation is complicated, isn't complicated, so I should be back before dinner.
근데 청첩장을 보러 가기로 했던 일정은 아무래도
But our original plan to choose the invitation cards might have to. If it weren't for this one last minute case, Rosa and Artem would have gone to the CBD together. It's fine. We can just adjust the schedule a bit.
휴대폰의 공유 캘린더 동기화 기능을 미리 설정해 둘 수 있었던 것 같아요.
I like it they let you change it, but why would I ever want to change the perfect name? Oh my gosh. I believe the shared calendar on our phones can be set up in advance. Artem falls silent for a moment. He suddenly puts down his briefcase and walks over with his
설정해
phone.
놨어요.
All done. Before she can even react, her phone vibrates and Artem's schedule for the next day appears on her
앞으로
calendar.
이런 일은 잘 없을 거예요. 남은 시간을 자유롭게 계획할 수 있어요.
Oh, there shouldn't be
마음이 좀 놓여요?
any last-minute cases coming up, so you'll have more freedom to arrange your free time. Does that put your mind at age? Or ease? Why did I say age? Huh? Before she can answer, he's already laughing.
내가 마음이 놓이는 걸로 해요.
I'll take that as a yes. His tone is light and the smile in his lingering words is even clearer. As the little worries brought by these preparations melt away, she looks into his eyes and smiles as well. I'll fill in my schedule later too, and wait for you to come back before dinner.
알겠어요.
Okay. Finally get to sit down for a bit. Yay!
당신과 약속 하나 하고 싶은데요.
Oh. I want to make a promise with you.
함께 잠자리에 들어
To promise
달이
to fall asleep together.
우리의 단꿈을 시로 엮을 수 있게 해줘요.
To let the moon weave our beautiful dreams into poetry.
태양이 떠오르면 미래의 모든 순간을
When the sun rises, we'll all walk hand in hand.
우리 함께 손잡고 걸어갈 수 있길 바라요.
Living in the future that I've longed for every moment. Oh. Very cute. They're so tiny. Popular wedding dress designs from the internet. Some of these are popular design proposals sent by shops that do dress customization. Do you see any designs you like? Let me see. Oh no, I'm starting to have choice paralysis. Oh my gosh, the mention of choice paralysis. I wonder if there are any professionals who could give us some advice. How about we only add some of the elements we like? This way we can leave the overall direction to a professional designer. But we can also incorporate our own preferred style. Okay, let me think about what style I like. I have an idea. I have some ideas too. Let's start designing now. Marius designed their wedding outfits, just saying his very few flexes. Yeah. It'll fit you perfectly, just as I imagined. I feel like he had a lot of say in this design too. I was saying in my reaction to the trailer that I like how Marius's designs always have like a bit of a Chinese touch on his outfits. After submitting the wedding dress design draft and confirming the production plan, Rosa and Artem stay in the study to handwrite the invitation cards for the guests. The ink spreads softly, carrying a faint scent. Each character still holds a trace of moisture. Some charcoal ash from Cloudbreak Temple during the Winter Wish Festival still remains, and this time, when grinding the ink, she mixes it in. Set aside the red rice paper brushed with gold, the black ink carries a subtle fragrance of charcoal ash. Every invitation bears their heartfelt intentions. The ink on these invitations has dried. Should I put them away?
네, 내 것도 거의 다 썼어요.
Did they write on each invitation? Artem, why don't these invitations have any names on them? As she takes them from him, she notices several of the invitations Artem just wrote have no guest names on them. She pauses, unsure what Artem plans to continue writing.
일부러 몇 장 더 쓴 거예요.
I left a few like that on purpose. With a gentle turn of his wrist, Artem lets the ink tip fall onto the paper for a few characters. He then carefully smooths the note flat on the corner of the desk.
몇 장 더 준비해 두면 좋을 것 같아서요.
I thought it would.
혹시 부모님 쪽 지인분들 중에 갑자기 참석하시려는 분이 계실 때
Oh my gosh.
필요할 수도 있으니까요.
I thought it would be good to prepare a few more invitations in case my parents' acquaintances decided to attend at the last minute. Right, better safe than sorry. Once the ink dries, she folds the invitation carefully and places it together with the ones that are already finished. Then it looks like we're nearly done. Wait, no, where's Celestine's invitation? After sorting both batches, they are certain that they haven't seen Celestine's name. Oh no! Artem closes his eyes briefly and sets down his pen.
어떻게 써야 할지 생각을 못했어요.
Ah,
아무래도
I haven't figured out how to write it yet, after all. There's a cautious note in his tone. Thinking of that call from earlier, she loops her arm through his. Anything would be fine. Celestine would be happy no matter what. By the way, do you think she must have already sent something? Is that why she asked? Earlier this morning, she was out shopping with Artem in the CBD. After finishing their shopping and getting into the car, her phone vibrated with a notification.
어디야? 통화 괜찮아?
Where are you? Do you have, is it all right to talk? I can talk. What's wrong?
그냥 일 때문은 아니고
It's not about
그냥
work.
너랑 백운우랑 요즘 무슨 일 있나 싶어서 물어보려고 전화했지.
I just wanted to ask, has something happened between you and Artem recently? Eh?
백운우한테 전화했더니 안 받길래 너한테 걸었는데 너도 한참 있다가 받네.
I just called him, but he didn't answer. So I called you, and it took you a while to pick up too. Oh my gosh. She glances at the man beside her. Artem lifts a hand off the steering wheel to unlock his phone screen where a missed call is clearly displayed.
평소에 사무실에서도 점심시간만 되면 자꾸 전화 받으러 나가는 것 같더라고. 요즘 급하게 연락해야 할 사건도 딱히 없을 텐데 말이야.
He's usually always in the office, but lately he keeps going out to take calls during lunch breaks. Though I don't think he has any cases that need such urgent communication right now. Oh my gosh! Listen, he's organizing an entire wedding by himself, okay?
그래서 혹시 무슨 일이 생긴 건 아닌지 도와줄 건 없나 물어보려고 전화했어.
I wanted to ask if something happened and if you need any help. The decision she and Artem made not long ago hasn't been formally shared with their friends and families yet. Artem has always been the type to speak only after everything has been fully prepared. After being together for so long, she's inherited some of that habit too. Artem is taking color theory classes. He's learning how to make table decorations. They're waiting to finish the invitation so they can share the news with their family and friends in a more formal way.
별일 없어요.
It's nothing.
쇼핑몰 둘러보다가
We just finished
이따
shopping
영화
at the
보러
mall,
가려고요.
and we're going to watch a movie later.
곧 있으면 기념일이라서요.
Our anniversary is
일상에
coming up.
약간의 로맨틱함도 있어야죠.
Life
그래요?
needs a touch of romance sometimes, don't you think? For some reason, Artem suddenly cuts her off. She turns to look at him, trying to read his thoughts. He gives a slight shake of his head, signaling her to wait.
어? 잠깐만. 둘이 같이 있었어?
Oh, wait, you're together? Girl, you shouldn't be surprised by that.
네, 같이 있어요.
Yes, we are.
진작 말하지.
Then why didn't you say so earlier?
인사할 타이밍을 놓쳐서요.
I missed the timing.
알겠어. 괜한 생각에 걱정했네.
I guess I was overthinking it.
그럼
I got worried.
방해 안 할 테니까 주말 잘 보내고 재밌게 놀아.
Then I won't keep you. Have a good weekend. Enjoy yourselves. All right. Talk later, Celestine. Celestine, their sucking face at every opportunity. Yep. Once the call ends, she finally lets herself voice the question that's been puzzling her. Why are we still keeping this from Celestine? Artem chuckles softly and leans over to fasten her seatbelt, his relieved tone hiding a trace of gentle resignation.
적당한 타이밍이 생기면 알리려고요.
It's not the right timing.
지금 말했다가는 다음 주에 출근해서 무슨 일을 겪을지 상상하기가 무서워요.
If I tell her now, he says in Korean, he says, I'm scared to even think of what awaits me at work. It's not like he says in Korean, genuinely, he's scared. Oh God. His words bring up a few images she doesn't dare think too deeply about. It might not be a shock, maybe it'll be a pleasant surprise.
일단 집으로 가요.
Let's head home for now. He's changing the topic. Oh my gosh. I don't want to get spanked.
선배는 눈치챘을 거예요. 점심시간에 전화로 결혼식에 대해서 의논했거든요.
Chelsea must have guessed, since it's true that I was taking calls to discuss the ceremony plans during lunch break. He spreads open the last blank invitation and lowers his pen, carefully writing Celestine's name.
근데 직접 선배한테 알리려니까 왠지
But telling her about it in person is a little... Can't think of a better way to put it?
그렇다고 하면 도와주려고요?
If I say yes, will you help me? Sorry, if I ask for you to help me, will you? He is deliberately asking for help. She can hear the clear amusement in his voice. Of course.
약속한 거요.
Then it's a promise. His soft laughter brushes her ear as he leans closer to her. As they speak, the brush lifts from the paper. Beside the usual information on the invitation card, a few inked characters now appeared in the blank space. A red thread ties together two faded hearts. But were you saying they teach us slackers how to organize a wedding? Yeah. The event company staff has sent over ceremony plans about the venue setup plan. They wanted to ask for our opinions first. The venue setup plan? I wonder if we can add some stained glass windows to the venue. Like the vintage style stained glass windows in the auditorium. He added stained glass windows to the venue? Shit, Artem. I thought that was just how those windows looked. Yeah, what the hell? Like the vintage style stained glass windows in the auditorium. Yes, the sunlight that comes through the stained glass window would be colorful and dreamy. I think it'll suit us. Then let's add it to the venue setup plan. What about the others? Should we take another look together? Okay. My God. I'm never gonna have a wedding and have to compete with this guy. Yeah. I cannot believe. He's setting the bar way too high. You can't even get some guys to help pick out the color of the napkins. Meanwhile, Artem is importing windows. Oh my God. After sending out the setup checklist for the auditorium, they plan to stroll around the CBD to finish the shopping list. Then Modern Society offers countless complete plans for ceremonies like this. They don't really have to do everything by hand. They don't have to, but apparently they are. But Artem still insists on buying a few things himself, just like how he wants her personal touch on the ceremonial attire. I hope Marius just goes, I had Vincent set up everything and that's that. Maybe this is the part of him that is a little stubborn yet impossibly endearing. The table florals are already ordered and the keepsakes have been chosen. These invitation cards should be enough for the guests. That should be about it. Would you like to take another look? She marks and crosses off items on the shopping list while Artem looks ahead with her. After a moment, he also shakes his head.
당장은 생각나는 게 없어요.
I can't think of anything else at the moment. Then let's go with this for now. If we find we need more later, we can always place another order. Oh right, should we prepare something for your parents? A few days ago, Artem received a call from his parents informing him that they have decided to return early and cut their original trip short. They want to witness the ceremony first, and then continue their travels when they find the time. Wait! This is the same summer? Oh, maybe it's not the same summer. Because he says his parents celebrate... No, it has to be the same season. Because they wouldn't make us wait another year. He's planning all of this in less than 3 months? Oh my God. I cannot.
괜찮아요. 두 분도 계획이 있으실 텐데 우리가 걱정할 필요는 없을 거예요.
It's alright, they have their own arrangements. We don't need to worry about them. Let's head home then.
네. 쇼핑백은 내가 들 테니까 차 문 좀 열어줘요.
Let me take those shopping bags and you can get the car door. Artem walks to the car with both hands full of bags. His tone is unusually lighthearted, as if he already senses that something good awaits them on the way home. He has been so cheerful lately, and it makes her feel excited too, even if she doesn't know exactly what she's looking forward to. Maybe good fortune really will find her in every day to come. God. Once she gets into the car, Artem turns on the air conditioning to sweep away the summer heat. Before she even starts the car, her phone vibrates, displaying a familiar name. It's a call from Celestine. Artem taps on speakerphone and Celestine's overly eager and excited voice bursts through.
여보세요?
Hello?
들려?
Can you hear me?
백은우, 두 사람
백은우.
같이 있지?
You're together, aren't you?
네.
Yes. Celestine, I'm here.
그래. 둘이 대체 어떻게 된 거야? 아니, 내 책상 위에 청첩장은 또 무슨 상황인데?
When are you two getting here? And what's with this invitation on my desk?
이런 큰일을 비밀로 하고 깜짝같이 숨겨? 그리고
You kept such a big secret from
달랑
me?
청첩장 하나로 넘어가겠다는 거야?
And you thought you could just get away with giving me an invitation card?
얼마 전부터 이상하다 싶었어, 진짜.
I knew something was off a while ago.
둘 다
You two,
선배, 그게 아니라
It's not that.
변명하지 마.
Don't talk back.
오늘 사무실에 잠깐 안 들렀으면 모를 뻔했다고. 백은호,
If I hadn't gone back to the
진짜
office today, I wouldn't have found
너무한
out. Artem, isn't this too much? Or aren't you being too mean? Artem tries to explain, but is mercilessly interrupted by Celestine. Oh, he's getting scolded. Celestine launches into a tirade. On the surface, she's complaining about how poorly they handled the announcement, but she can hear both hear the delight laced in her voice. Sorry, they both. Oh my god, tired. Celestine, we actually discussed this before. We thought we should wait for the right moment to tell you, but maybe
너도 감싸주지 마.
don't cover for him.
백은호는 아무 말도 안 했다고.
What timing? He didn't say anything at all. Hot, right?
하고 싶은 말은 청첩장에 다 적어뒀어요.
Everything I wanted to say is already written in the invitation.
무슨 붉은 실이 맺어준 인연이라는 거?
You mean that saying about the red thread of fate? The red thread of fate leads to a clear destination. It's Artem's way of expressing gratitude, and Celestine hears it immediately.
됐고,
Alright,
이렇게 된 거 내 말 잘 들어.
listen up.
나한테 제일 좋은 자리나 남겨줘.
You better save me the best
알았어?
seat. You hear? Oh, that makes sense for the that makes a lot of sense now for the story. That's so cute.
그리고 뒤에 준비하다가 도움 필요하면 혼자 끙끙 앓지 말고 꼭 말하고.
If you need help with the following procedures, let me know. Don't keep it to yourself anymore. We will. She gently squeezes Artem's hand and he nods with her.
그럴게요.
Yes, we will. Did we get a call from Kiki too? Celestine lets out a short hum, finally satisfied. They chat for quite a while longer before she finally hangs up. She places her now warm phone back down and connects it to the charger. When she touches Artem's ear, it's unexpectedly warm too. What a coincidence. Last time I got a call from Celestine, I was in the car, and today we're in a car too. Oh my gosh. His ears are red.
도와주겠다고 해놓고는.
Last time you promised you'd help me, and yet... He suddenly speaks before she can finish. She pauses, turns to see the smile in his eyes, and realizes he's teasing her on purpose. Seems like Mr. Wing has also developed a playful habit of joking around with his lover. Aren't I already helping? I put in a good word for you with Celestine, you know. Otherwise, she wouldn't have let you off the hook so easily. His smile deepens and he nods earnestly along with her words.
정말 당신이 있어서 다행이에요.
I really am lucky to have you beside me.
오늘뿐만이 아니라 전에도 여러 번 그랬고요.
Not just today, but many times before too. Huh? I was just joking around. Why is he suddenly taking it so seriously?
원래는 좀 더
I wanted to...
어떻게 농담을 해야 할지.
I don't know how to joke around anymore.
일단 집으로 가요.
Let's go home first. Oh, he ran out of sarcastic comments. How can someone say they don't know how to joke around with such a serious face? He's so cute. He's so tism-coated right now. I have run out of jokes. Let's go home. Artem, you're so adorable. It's fine. Let's talk when we're home.
좋아요.
Alright. As the car starts moving, the interior is already cool, yet Artem's earlobes are still tinged with noticeable flush. These are little secrets that belong only to them. It's alright. Only they know them. He's drained his social battery, pretty much. I mean, they were on that call with Celestine for very long. Artem, are we finalizing the ring holder design today? Are you drawing swans? Actually, it's a pair of wild geese. Huh? It doesn't seem quite right, does it? I wanted our ring holders to look special, so I thought I'd try to sketch out the design myself first. It seems drawing isn't as easy as I thought. No, I get what it is now. He's so bad at crafts. It's a pair of geese flying side by side. But this design looks more like an ornament. How would we make it into a ring holder? I haven't really thought it through. I just threw it unconsciously. Could you help me think this through? Okay. Oh my gosh. He really took care of everything. Bro, I'm right here. Ask for help. Oh my gosh, right? No, he wants to do everything by himself. Ooh, coloring. It's a good thing that Rosa can apparently draw. It looks like a cake a little bit, right? I thought this looked like cake too, actually. I thought that earlier. Maybe this is also the design of their wedding cake.
반지 케이스 시안을 보내드렸는데 다시 한번 확인 부탁드릴게요.
Oh, she learned it from Mars even in this timeline. Maybe, yeah. I've sent over the ring draft, a design draft. Please check and confirm.
그건
It's just that after submitting the design draft for the wedding ring holder, Artem is still on a voice call with the design company staff. Weren't the details already confirmed? Why is he?
전체를 홍두나무로 조각할 거고 목재는 다 준비해 뒀습니다.
Yes, it's entirely carved from red sandalwood. I prepared a piece of the wood.
다들 걱정하시는 부분은 충분히 이해하고 있습니다.
Yes, I understand everyone's concerns. Artem lightly presses his earpiece, speaking slowly and sincerely.
그래도 제가 말씀드린 쪽으로 먼저 시도해 본 다음에 실현 가능한지 논의해 주셨으면 좋을 것 같네요.
However, I hope everyone can try out my proposal first before discussing its feasibility. Wood from that red bean tree?
좋습니다.
Oh my gosh.
우선 모델링 기획안을 보내주시고 목재는 제가 최대한 빨리 보내드릴게요.
Artem, please. He went back to cut down part of that tree for this. You can send me the modeling proposal first, and I'll have the wood samples delivered as soon as possible. Oh my god. Artem, please. The discussion continues for some time, and only after Artem double-checks the remaining information with the staff does he end the call. She opens the file on the computer screen and goes over the ring holder modeling draft they sent together with him. So besides that jar of red beans, you also brought back some wood?
그날 가져온 건 아니고 그보다 더 전에 같이 수목원에 홍두나무를 보러 갔을 때
Oh, okay, he didn't go back. It wasn't from that day. It was from earlier when we went to the forest farm to see the red bean trees. Okay, so it wasn't from that. Like, he didn't go back. Jesus. A hint of nostalgia flickers in Artem's eyes as his fingers unconsciously trace along the desk's edge, drawing an invisible line that pulls at her thoughts. Was it that day when we saw the old man spraying pesticide on the red bean tree? I remember that card.
그날요. 당신이 나무 밑에서 꽃을 보는 동안 어르신께서 병든 홍두나무가지를 손질하시는 걸 보고 있었어요.
That day you were admiring the flowers under the tree while I was watching him tend to the diseased branches of the red bean tree.
그중 일부는 병든 가지를 잘라내고 남은 부분을 목재로 써도 괜찮을 정도였어요.
Among them, several pieces of wood were actually quite intact after removing the diseased branches.
그래서 어르신한테 가져가도 되는지 여쭤봤더니 몇 개 골라주시더라고요.
I asked him if I could take some with me, and he selected a few to give me. That year, during the blooming season of the red bean trees, they were covered in flowers. It was a breathtaking sight. The day feels so distant now, yet when she thinks back on it, it feels like it happened only yesterday. The fragrance of sunlight filtering through layers of heavy leaves still seems to linger on her skin. Moved by the feeling rising in her chest, she leans closer and wraps her arms around his shoulders. So you were thinking of this since way back then?
아니요. 그때는 아니었어요.
No, not that early.
그때는 그냥 일종의 예감이었죠. 어쩌면 요긴하게 쓰일 수 있을 것 같다는 예감이요.
Back then it was just a kind of intuition, a sense that it might someday be used for something. Why does Artem have a streamer mic in his desk? I saw that earlier. I was like, oh, well, he probably has to do conference calls sometimes, you know? Maybe he felt like he needed like a decent mic.
이번에 기러기 한 쌍을 반지 케이스 디자인으로 고른 것처럼요.
Just like how I chose a pair of geese as the design for the ring holder. She taps the control key and two wing spread geese appear side by side on the screen. They are still on color base models, yet she can already imagine the finished touches or piece of the two geese moving together. He doesn't need to sound all hot for a work call. So choosing geese was also part of your intuition as well?
네.
Maybe he also does like voice recording, like voice acting, ASMR stuff. Artem lets out a soft chuckle, his gaze gentle beneath his brows.
전에 전통 풍습과 옛 예법에 관한 책을 봤었는데 그중 유독 인상 깊었던 게 전한예였거든요.
Maybe now when he has to like leave for like work overseas, he makes sure to record something for Rosa to keep herself busy with. I once read a book about traditional customs and rituals, and there was one that left a deep impression on me called the Wild Goose Ceremony.
기러기는 철새라 기후 변화에 따라 시기에 맞춰서 남북을 오가고
Wild geese are
짝이
migratory
정해져
birds
있어서 한 마리가 죽으면 다른 한 마리는 새로운 짝을 찾지 않아요.
that travel north and south according to seasonal changes at fixed times, and they mate for life. If one dies, the other will never choose another mate. Aw.
옛 사람들은 기러기가 남북을 오가는 건 음양에 순응하는 것이고 짝을 바꾸지 않는 건 예와 의에 부합한다.
He records lectures for his students and songs for Rosa. Yes. The ancients believed that the geese flying south and north followed the natural order of yin and yang, while their lifelong partners embody moral principles. She starts to understand why he's so determined to use that piece of red sandalwood to carve the ring holder. A pair of wild geese flying together. Yeah, it really is a fitting metaphor for two lovers walking side by side.
우리랑도 많이
Just like us. Just like us.
우리랑도 많이 닮았고요.
This is why he has that mic. I'm kidding. They speak the answer almost at the same moment with their fingers tightly laced together and their eyes locked on each other. The moss-covered path beneath the red bean tree where he once walked alone now holds the imprint of their shared footsteps. Like a pair of geese flying together across the open sky, they walk together beneath the clouds, unwavering without a trace of doubt for a lifetime. Even though everything has been repaired, something still feels missing. You could almost there, yeah. You ever feel this way, Artem? Perhaps it's because we've all been quite busy lately. We're just wrapping up a busy period now that things are slowing down. It feels a bit strange. I can't help but recall so many things. Thinking about the past when I wanted to join Themis when I first met you, the day you confessed, and so many other things. Me too. They're like paintings forever etched in the depths of my memory. Oh. This is the kiss? What I want is more than before. That sounds like the horny one. Just thinking about this as a sudden whim. I've had enough of the light tonight. Let me take a good look at you. Yeah, there we go. Night has deepened and it is time to sleep. It's okay to get this wrong. Oh, I see. But you don't feel she doesn't feel drowsy at all. She leans against the headboard and flips through the wedding preparation checklist she ordered nice earlier. I think I got most of it right, but we'll see. Preparations are already nearing their end. Go list again. See a faint uneasiness remains in her heart. Sorry, I should stop skimming. Everything seems ready, but she has a feeling that something needs to be added somewhere.
아직 안 자요?
Not sleepy yet. The fresh scent after his shower lingers as Artem now changed into sleepwear and shut gently against her. Not sleepy at all. I want to see if there's anything else I can add.
침구를 새로 바꿔보는 건 어때요?
Have you considered getting a new set of bedding? His tone is slightly hesitant, sounding less like a discussion and more like he's deep in thought. Should I change all the bedding to new ones?
네.
Artem picks up the teddy bear placed by the bed and unconsciously kneads the
결혼식
paw.
전에 침구를 새로 바꾸면 새로운 삶의 행복을 기원하는 의미라고 하더라고요.
Oh my gosh, I've heard that changing to new bedding on the eve of a wedding symbolizes well wishes for a happy new life together. Oh, it's the eve of a wedding soon.
축복 의식이랄까요?
I suppose you could call it a blessing ritual. We're gonna ruin the bed sheets, you know. I guess they can ruin the bed sheets one last time and then get new bedding. You know, it's not a bad plan, Mr. Wing.
근데 요즘은 굳이 그렇게 하는 사람이 잘 없는 것 같아요.
But it seems like hardly anyone does that anymore, so... He keeps fiddling with the teddy bear, sinking into thought again.
아니요. 방금 한 말은 신경 쓰지 마요.
It's alright, you don't have to dwell too much on my suggestion.
그냥 나도 잠이 안 와서요.
I
혹시
just
더 추가할
also
건
couldn't
없나?
sleep.
다시 좀 보려고요.
So I wanted to review if there's anything else I should add. Why are you imitating me? She swallows the remark when she hears the faint dejection hidden in his hesitation. The emotion she catches that moment is nervousness. Looks like they're both the same after all. If you want to change it, then feel free. It's always good to have a new set. We'll use it eventually. And besides, it's a good omen. You can never have too much. She closes the checklist, sets her phone aside, and nestles into his arm. All the unspeakable anxiety and unease wrapped around her heart dissolves with this simple movement. It feels as if Artem knows some kind of magic that absorbs all her bad emotions and returns only his gentleness to her. Yeah, it's hot to get new red bedding. Yeah. In this fanfic. Oh my gosh.
그럼 내일 사는 걸로 해요.
Then let's go buy it tomorrow.
내일 마음에 드는 디자인을 골라봐요.
We'll choose a style you like. His heart seems to settle as well, and there's a soft smile in his voice.
좋은 의미라는 것도 결국 날 안심시키기 위한 일이에요. 준비가 완벽하면 이제 괜찮다고 스스로에게 말할 수 있는 충분한 이유가 되죠.
A good home is really just a way of put myself at ease. As if having everything prepared gives me enough reason to tell myself that it's all right to relax.
이런 말을 하는 게 유치해 보일 수도 있겠죠.
If I say this, it might sound immature, but come on, aren't I? Suddenly, the switch on the teddy bear's right paw clicks softly and a familiar voice plays.
충분한 이유가 되죠.
It's all right to relax. Ah!
유치해 보일 수도 있겠지만
Realizing that he has been squeezing the teddy bear this whole time, Artem shows a rare exaggerated expression. He tries to delete the mistakenly recorded audio but fumbles in panic. The teddy bear slips from his hand and falls right into her arms. Don't delete it, it's cute. It's... Let's keep it, alright?
귀엽다고요?
That's so cute, bear to wing. Yeah, you're pretty adorable when you get flustered every once in a while. After the fluster passes, it's easier to feel at ease. Let's keep it and let it become our special blessing ritual. Artem looks at her, then at the teddy bear. He only nods after a long moment.
알겠어요.
Alright.
근데 축복 의식인데 혼자만 녹음하는 건 그렇지 않아요?
But wouldn't it be a bit
당신도
odd
몇 마디 넣었으면 좋겠어요.
to record the blessing ceremony alone? Could you record a few lines with me? Okay. She never expected that by the end of the night, Rose and Artem would lean against the same soft pillow, chatting idly while holding the teddy bear. Most of it is aimless conversation, sometimes mixed with sentiment and small hopes. I think I've said quite a bit. What else should I record?
뭐든 좋아요.
Anything's fine.
당신 기분에 달렸죠.
Just follow your heart. Oh my god. Artem holds her in his arms, and both their voices go softer as if the two of them are about to drift into the same beautiful dream. Let me record one more sentence. Artem, I love you so much. You are the best. The night grows deep and the drowsiness washes over her. She's not sure whether her voice even reaches the teddy bear. After a very long time, a voice falls into the ripples of a sweet dream.
잘 들었어요.
I heard you,
기억해둘게요.
and I'll remember it. So he did hear it. That's good. The teddy bear dutifully records and preserves both of their voices. She will keep it also alongside the feeling of today. He's the very best. Oh my gosh. Adorable, these two. I think we're almost there. I love that's the final step. Just look forward to it. Oh, whoops. Preparations for the ceremony are nearing completion, and after many revisions, all the procedures have finally settled. Since there is still some free time left, they visit Cloudbreak Temple again to pray and fulfill their vows. Cloudbreak Temple is filled with swirling incense smoke as always, and devout visitors move between the temple gate and the main hall to offer incense. Take 2 bundles of incense from the wooden table marked incense station and hand one to Artem. Here, let's light some incense first. Whoopsie. Then we have to head to the main hall to pray for blessings together, right? Artem pulls his gaze away from the gilded plaque hanging high in the air and smiles at her.
맞아요.
Oh, he looks good. I've been here a few times, so I already remember the steps to pray for blessings. After offering incense at the burner, they walk to the main hall and arrive at the table for writing wishes and drawing fortune lots.
학업부터 사업, 금전, 결혼, 평안까지 있으니까 해당하는 테이블로 찾아가세요.
If you're praying for studies, career, wealth, romance, or peace, you need to draw a lot at a different table.
감사합니다.
Alright, thanks. The familiar voice belongs to the master who guides visitors in fortune telling. Revisiting a familiar place and seeing a familiar face reminds her of early summer a year ago when she and Artem came to Cloudbrook Temple to draw lots and play. One fortune slip read, exquisite dice and red beans. Another read, do not flick the last string. So what about this one? Are we drawing fortune slips this time? What kind of fortune slips should we pull?
우리 연애운은 어때요?
Okay, how about our love fortune? His fingers gently intertwine with hers as he gazes at her with certainty.
당신이랑 함께하고 싶어요.
I want to be with you. Okay, but last time I remember that that year, under the master's recommendation, the two of them each drew a love fortune slip.
엄밀히 말하면 그건 무효예요.
Not exactly.
이번엔
This time,
당신이랑 같이 점괘를 뽑고 싶어요.
I want us to. Oh, sorry. He said, it won't. He said it won't be just me. I'm not gonna be drawing it alone. I want to draw a fortune slip together with you. He leads her to the wooden table and takes the bamboo container. Sorry, I got an alert. She places her hand over his.
시작할게요.
Let's begin. Okay, I'm ready. Takes the container together, her heart rises and falls with the wooden sticks, fluttering with each movement just as her fortune is about to be revealed. Suddenly,
아, 두 분이셨군요. 어쩐지 낯이 익다 했습니다.
to you guys, I thought you looked familiar. I thought I read his line. At the moment when her heart beats to passes, the wooden stick falls out.
아가씨,
young lady.
아가씨의 인연은 곁에 있다고 말씀드렸는데
Didn't I tell
제 말이
you
맞았지요?
your destined one was right by your side? I wasn't wrong, right? Yeah. The master clearly recognizes the two of them, and she doesn't know how to respond, so she looks at Artem for help. Artem picks up the wooden stick and hands it over.
대사님, 오랜만에 뵙네요.
It's been a while.
이것 좀
The master unfolds the corresponding slip, looks down at the slip, and looks back up at them with a surprised look on his face.
두 분은 정말
You two really are.
뭐가 나온 거죠?
What came out? Artem furrows his brow out of habit as he takes the fortune slip from the master's hand.
정교한 주사 위에 홍두를 넣었으니
Like the red bean set into a die. Like the red bean set into a die, my yearning is etched into my very bones. You've drawn the same fortune again.
대길이네요.
It's a supreme blessing. Yeah, that's the one I drew that year.
축하드립니다. 역시 천생연분이네요.
Congratulations, you two truly are a match made in
긴
heaven.
말은 안 하겠지만
I won't say
두
more,
분을
but
보니 곧 좋은 소식이 있겠군요.
by the looks of you, I'd say good news is on the horizon, right? Yeah.
대사님, 오늘도 감사합니다.
Master, thank you for your help today. Artem doesn't say much more. After expressing his thanks, the two of them walk out of the main hall together.
좋네요.
Nice. After leaving the hall, he continues holding onto that fortune slip. The midsummer sunlight is brilliant. Artem stands under it, and the golden shimmer drifting across the glaze tiles does his features. It's because you drew a good fortune this year.
그것도 그렇지만
Not just that.
이번에는 우리가 같이 뽑았잖아요.
It's because we pulled it together this time. A gentle breeze rustles through the wishing tree that sits heavy with the fortune slips and ribbons. Its green leaves swaying as if agreeing with Artem's words. Yearning.
뼈에 사무치는 그리움과 인연의 홍두가 이제 다 나한테 있으니 좋네요.
Both yearning and the red beans of destiny are both by my side now. I'm truly grateful. His voice is interesting, says wonderful once more. She holds him, fingers interlaced, and the familiar gesture conveys her feelings to him. Yes, that's perfect. Wedding planning is hard, you guys.
한 걸음 더 다가가 당신과 가장 가까운 사람이 되고 싶어요.
Ah. It's a sneak preview of the card. Same, you're sleeping. Yeah. Almost done. Maybe it's the music. Too calm. Yeah, it's a preview of the card.
모든 이야기 속에서 우리의 사랑만이 흔적을 남겼어요.
Okay, it's time for the wedding. Oh, the screen got smaller. There we go. Sorry. Okay, it's big now. The corridor is filled with a soft bustle as people continuously pass the break room, their hurried footsteps sounding like a countdown before the ceremony. The long-awaited day has finally arrived, yet it feels strangely unreal. Her mind is filled with endless arrangements that she just can't seem to shake off. Okay, I read that.
신부님, 얼굴이 너무 굳었네요. 자, 웃어보세요.
The bride is looking so glum. Come give me a smile. Oh, right. Artem wedding time is go. Yes. You're stuffed? I'm glad, Kathy. She quickly composes herself, and the makeup artist, amused by her reaction, turns her toward the vanity mirrors by those shoulders. The bright sunlight illuminates the dressing table, and the white curtains sway gently in the summer breeze. She freezes for a moment, her chaotic thoughts dissipating in the sunlight, and the gentle breeze leaving only her, wondering what expression Artem will make when he sees her. Aww. Back to Hawkeye wedding. Yes, we're getting married. It's been 5 years. 4 years for me, because I started the game properly a little late. 선배님, I'm back. The door to the break room suddenly opens while she's still lost in thought. Kiki steps in, having arrived at the auditorium early in the morning to help her with various tasks.
무슨 생각해요? 얼굴이 다 빨개졌네요. 아, 알겠다. 백 변호사님 생각하는 거죠?
What are you thinking about? Your face is all red. Ah, I get it. You must be thinking about Mr. Wing, right? The MC in this game is pretty. She is. She's very pretty.
걱정 마요. 방금 로비에 다녀왔는데 백 변호사님도 선배 생각하고 있더라고요.
Don't worry, I just came back from the lobby and Mr. Wing was thinking about you too. Kiki. She's a bit flustered by Kiki's teasing, but she shakes her head with a serious expression. But yeah, Rosa is so pretty. We all admire Rosa's outfits and everything. She's a great protagonist.
농담하는 거 아니에요.
I'm not kidding.
방금 백 변호사님이 이름 적힌 웰컴보드를 직접 놓고 있더라고요. 사회자님도 이렇게 손수 챙기는 신랑 신부는 드물다고 했어요.
Just now, Mr. Wing was personally arranging the welcome signs with your names on them. Even the host commented on how rare it is to see a couple being so hands-on with their own wedding preparations. It is very confusing why they're being... like, why is he doing this personally? He's just a little... I know. Artem is so neurodivergent coded. Kiki, it's our wedding. I sure hope Artem was thinking about us.
마지막에 백 변호사님이 뭐라고 했는지 알아요?
And finally, do you know what he said? Kiki deliberately keeps her in suspense, and she can't help feeling curious too. What did he say?
백 변호사님이 그러는데 백 변호사님이랑 선배의 이름을 나란히 놓았을 때 정말 행복했대요.
He said that it made him happy to put both of your names together.
세상에, 그 말을 듣고 얼마나 놀랐는지 알아요?
Do you know how shocked I am?
동료들이 알게 되면 우리 법률 사무소의 인기 화제가 사랑은 나무도 꽃 피운다로 바로 바뀔걸요?
Oh my god. Hi, Shiny. We're getting married today. That's why I'm in white. We're getting married to Artem. Oh my god. Artem absolutely has a checklist for everything and contingency flowcharts for sure. If our colleagues knew about this, the trending phrase at our law firm would probably become, "Love really can make a blockhead bloom." Does she call them a blockhead in Korean too? Let me double check.
동료들이 알게 되면 우리 법률 사무소의 인기 화제가 사랑은 나무도 꽃 피운다로 바로 바뀔걸요?
Oh my gosh. I think, I'm not sure, but maybe something more like a stump than a blockhead. But I'm not sure. Who are you calling a blockhead? Okay, putting that aside for now, I really need to go put on my makeup. Kiki, he's gonna dock your pay. Oh my gosh. I love that Rosa got offended on his behalf. While she can't help feeling happy about Artem's words, Kiki's exaggerated way of putting things makes her blush. She has no choice but to surrender and change the topic. The makeup artist smiles knowingly as she picks up her brush again. Also, Kiki girl, dress up a bit. It's our wedding. Well, I mean, Stella's is different. But you know how like Chinese and Asian weddings go, right? I feel like you can dress up pretty much however you want, right? Honestly, our perspectives are so different because when I first saw Kiki, I was like, oh, she dressed up a little. Yes. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, I know that you know. I mean, like, rhetorical, you know. But yeah. The one I went to, the dad showed up in a t-shirt. Oh my gosh. Wow. That's very bold. Hope everyone is well. Hope you're well, Shiny. Here, let me give you a shout out too. Follow Shiny for cozy art streams.
맞아요. 일단 화장부터 하고 나중에 다시 얘기하세요.
You're right. Let's finish up your makeup first. You can have your heart-to-heart chat later. But just as she steadies her face, her phone starts ringing. Kiki, my phone. Her hands are full, so she quickly gestures for Kiki to answer the call, but she simply takes her phone and brings it up to her ear.
백 변호사님이잖아요. 선배가 받아요. 다른 건 대신해줄 수 있어도 이것만큼은 안 돼요.
Oh my god. She's still so nervous around him. It's Mr. Wing. You have to take this. I can help with everything else, but not this. Wait, I'll answer it myself. She wants to say that she can take the call herself, but Kiki has already answered it for her.
여보세요? 나예요. 거긴 어때요?
Hello, it's me.
순조로워요?
How are things going over there? Is everything proceeding smoothly? It's going pretty well. Hang on, give me a minute. Those two short sentences are enough to make her face burn hot. She quickly snatches the phone from Kiki's hands and scurries to a corner of the break room. Oh my gosh. Did Artem hire an event planner? I think he's the event planner. I'm back. Kiki suddenly shoved her phone at me while I was doing my makeup. I didn't even have time to react. Or is he doing this all by himself? I think he is. As she speaks, she hears the scraping sounds of tables and chairs through the receiver. Artem is probably calling her from the ceremony venue. Is there a problem at the scene? I can head over there shortly.
아니요, 별일 아니에요.
No, everything's fine.
그냥 좀 긴장돼서 당신 목소리를 듣고 싶었어요.
I'm just a bit nervous, so I wanted to hear your voice. Aww. Well, I miss you too. He's probably driving everyone crazy. I know, right? They probably gave him the phone and said, call her. Even though we haven't been apart for long, I can't wait to see you again. Every event venue worker is staring at him in exasperation. I'm blushing. Artem has that effect. A surprised gasp comes through the receiver, followed by a relieved chuckle as if a question that troubled him for a long time has finally been answered.
긴장한 게 아니라 당신이 많이 보고 싶었던 거였어요.
Looks like I'm not nervous but missing you instead. Oh, he's so dense. He says the gay stuff. Happy wedding. Yes, hi Mizu. We are getting married. Kiki's teasing suddenly flashes through her mind. Love really can make a blockhead bloom. But Artem is not a blockhead. He is sincere and composed when it comes to his feelings. I love that she's so defensive of this one comment. People are used to his usual demeanor. From afar, he looks like an upright and towering tree, but up close, she discovers gentle branches in his embrace and a warmth that can endure a long winter. And he's still like arranging chairs in place and settings. This gentle yet passionate tenderness sometimes does feel like an unconscious coquetry, making her want to be by his side. I'll meet you once I'm done with my makeup.
알겠어요.
All right.
기다릴게요.
I'll be waiting.
그럼.
All right. Before Artem can finish his sentence, their conversation is interrupted by a sudden burst of music. A light and romantic waltz sounds from his end of the line. What's that music? Artem freezes for a moment. Once he gathers himself, he seems to have covered the microphone as the sound that comes through becomes muffled. There seems to be an issue with the music. I'll go take care of it. He's really handling everything. Artem, bro. You hope Celestine crashes this somehow because payback. That would be funny. Okay. Someone tie Artem down. Artem does not reply and the call ends. The world falls silent, leaving only a hollow echo in the receiver. Kiki peeks over several times from the side, and she only comes closer when she sees her put down the
왜
phone.
그래요?
What's wrong?
음악을 잘못 틀었어요?
Did they play the wrong
방금
music?
가서 확인까지 했는데요.
But I double-checked earlier. This is ridiculous. She shakes her head and opens the music player on her phone, scrolling through the history. The song just now wasn't on the rehearsal set list, but she feels like she's heard it somewhere before. Oh. Ah, this is the song. I remember it now. Easy organizer that goes move the chair a few more inches to the right, 4.5 degrees in. Yep, that's Artem. That's why we love him. What time is your boat ticket for?
내일 아침이요. 당신도요?
Tomorrow morning. Yours?
네, 그럼 오늘 밤은 어떻게 할 생각이에요?
Yours too?
항구에 죽치고 앉아서 해지는 거나 보면서 배를 기다릴 거예요?
Yes, so what are your plans for tonight? Are you just going to stay at the port to watch the sunset and wait for the ship?
노을 보는 걸 좋아하지만 오늘은 아니에요. 만약 우리가 정말 다시는 못 만나게 된다면 오늘 밤을 놓친 걸 얼마나 후회할지 상상조차 하기 싫어요.
Oh my gosh. I love watching sunsets, but not tonight. If it's true that we'll never see each other again, I can't imagine how much I'd regret missing out on tonight. You would quit this wedding, except it's Artem and he's really handsome. And successful. He's rich too.
그럼 이 시간을 보낼 좋은 제안이 하나 있는데요.
Really? Then I have a good suggestion for how to pass the time.
우리 춤 한 번 더 춰요.
Let's dance again.
바로 여기 해변에서 내일이 올 때까지요.
Right here by the seaside until tomorrow comes. Eye candy plus big pay, yep. A few months ago, she watched a newly released nostalgic musical, Love at Dusk, with Artem. At the end of it, both the sea and the harbor were painted in twilight hues as the leading couple engraved their beautiful romance through one dance after another. Before the sun rose again, neither of them gave the boat tickets in their pockets a second thought. All they cared about was that night and that night alone. Only when the credits started to roll did she finally let out a sigh of relief. That's a really nice shot.
네. 특히 마지막 이 부분이 인상 깊어요.
Yes, the last section left a strong impression.
적절한 시점에서 맺는 결말은
I'm sorry, deep impression.
현실을 초월한 낭만주의가 느껴질 뿐만 아니라 관객에게 생각하고 상상할 여지를 더 많이 남겨주기도 하죠.
An ending that stops at just the right moment not only has a transcendent romanticism, but also leaves more room for the audience to think and imagine. Yes, that night was known only to the two of them, a night when they entrusted their lives to each other. The harbor on the screen dims under the falling sunset, but the gentle music still lingers in the room, echoing for a long time. The theme song is beautiful too. It's called Vows for a Night. The meaning of vows is... As she carefully reads the scrolling title of the theme song, Artem smiles and picks up where she left off.
탱고의 한 갈래예요.
It's a variation of tango. Ah, are they dancing tango? I thought it was a waltz. She looks at Artem in surprise, remembering how they had once danced tango together at the Stellus University ball. Yeah! Oh my gosh, are they gonna dance again? But that dance had been intense and passionate, while this song feels far too dreamy and tender in comparison.
우리가 예전에 췄던 포르나 카베사와는 많이 다르네요.
It's quite different from the Por una cabeza we danced to before.
이런 말을 들은 적이 있는데요.
I've heard
이
this.
파생곡은 왈츠의 영향을 받아 탄생했을 가능성이 크다고 해요.
I've heard it
그래서
said
왈츠와 동일한 3박자 음악을 사용하죠.
this type of dance might have been influenced by the waltz, so explains why it adopts the same 3-beat
그것
system.
때문에 왈츠처럼 느껴졌을 거예요.
So many callbacks, right? That is probably why it feels like a waltz. If we get the chance, maybe we can learn this dance too. I saw quite a few tutorials online. Eh? Wanting to strike while the iron is hot, she types the song title into the search bar, only to see the related links automatically suggested by the browser. Wedding must have playlists, music to play at your wedding. Her heart reacts before her mind does, faltering for a moment.
왜 그래요?
Is something wrong? Nothing. Before Artem can lean in, she instinctively turns off the screen. I just noticed how many viewers thought the song perfect for a wedding. They say that hearing it makes you think of the person you hold close to your heart, so... The burning heat in her chest has not settled, yet the mention of a wedding ignites it all over again. Her brief panic might be because it's a topic that she's never truly given much thought to, and now that it has suddenly popped out in front of her. She knows that no matter what the conversation leads to, she genuinely looks forward to having a ceremony that solely belongs to her and Artem. If that day really comes, as the theme song ends, the room falls silent, and something flickers in Artem's eyes. But the night darkens his features, and she's relieved that he probably can't see the flush on her cheek, so she stops looking deeper into his gaze. A moment later, he smiles as usual and nods, as if simply agreeing with what she said.
확실히 잘 어울려요.
Yeah, it's perfect. Oh my god.
세상에, 너무 낭만적이잖아요.
Oh my gosh, that's so romantic. Also, ain't no way Luke isn't her family. Yeah, he's sitting in the crowd. We just have to imagine it, but he's definitely there. Artem was also the dance choreographer. Oh my god. Luke is welcome to join them for the wedding night too in this fanfic. Rosa briefly tells Kiki about what happened back then. Though she leaves out many details, she still lets out an exaggerated gasp.
분명 백 변호사님이 준비한 서프라이즈일 거예요. 이럴 줄 알았으면 전화 받으라고 재촉 안 했을 텐데. 스폰은 절대 안 된다고요.
This must have been a surprise from Mr. Wing. I shouldn't have rushed you to answer the phone. Spoilers are a big no-no. Alright, I'll pretend I heard nothing and happily received the surprise. She pats her reassuringly on the shoulder before sitting back down before the vanity mirror. If this song plays at the ceremony, chances are she'll cry. Not just because of this song, but because of all the moments it reflects. After all, this is how Artem has always been, gently safeguarding the memories that have nearly slipped away in countless ways just for her. Just a few more minutes, Artem. I'll come see you very, very soon. Is it time? After spending more than 10 minutes on the final touches, she's ready to head out to meet Artem at the venue. Wanting to surprise him, she runs the entire way there, but stops short at the entrance of the stairs. Ah, here we get it! The cutscene! Artem isn't in the ceremony hall. Or the first cutscene. The surprise she wanted to give him turns into an unexpected encounter in the corner of a stairway. He doesn't notice her, quietly reciting from the oath card in his hand.
기억해요?
You remember?
우리가 조금 더 일찍 만났다면 어떤 인생을 살았을지 늘 같이 상상해보곤 했잖아요.
We had always imagined what life would have been like if we had met earlier. He's so pretty, right? Ah!
예를 들면 그 카페나 지하철 같은 우연 같은 모든 운명이 다른 시작을 가져올 수도 있었죠.
Be it at the coffee shop or the subway train, all of these seemed like destined coincidences that could have led to different beginnings. Hang on, let's take a moment just to admire him in this suit. Oh my gosh. I love how they have him clutching his tie all anxiously too. So many buttons on his outfit, right? Wow, the sun. Just the sunlight spilling in, so pretty. This is why I love like the 2D. Like I love that this game is still 2D because of the art that they put out for us. It seems like there's a lot more room for that, right? Blue suits are good. Yeah, he looks so good.
하지만 난
But perhaps dissatisfied with the prepared vows, he pauses with a slight frown, thinking before continuing.
하지만 난 평행 세계 속의 내가 부럽지는 않아요.
But I don't actually envy those parallel versions of myself who are living another life.
눈앞에 있는 당신과 함께 보낸 매 순간이 날 몇 번이고 거듭 확신하게 했으니까요.
Because every moment that you're in front of me makes me feel certain that
당신과 평생 함께 하고 싶어요.
I want to spend my life with you. Zane, take notes. Sunlight filters through the stained glass, softening his features. In a corner where he thinks she won't find him, Artem repeats with utmost sincerity his desire to spend his life with her. Artem. She can't help but running toward him, her vision blurring in just a few steps. She's already crying. Oh no, Rosa. Hot.
어떻게?
How did you... Hearing her voice, he looks up in mild surprise, probably to ask why she's here, but upon seeing her face, he swallows the rest of his words.
왜 울어요?
Why are you crying? We're gonna have our wedding, right? Oh, I'm gonna have fun with crying Rosa. Oh my gosh. Look at her face. She's so cute. More importantly, why are you here, Artem? Thought you had to get the food cooked too. Happiness feels close, so close that it seems almost like an illusion, and all she wants is to hear him say it over and over again.
네, 우리 결혼해요.
Yes, we are going to get married. He says get married, not have a wedding.
그러니까 그만 울어요.
So don't cry.
오늘 우린 가장 행복한 사람이 될 거예요.
Today we'll be the happiest people on earth. Oh, Rosa, this wedding is never happening when you're doing literally everything. Also, damn, didn't you need to greet guests? The more you say things like that, the more you're making me cry, silly. Tears and sunlight blur the outline of his silhouette, but his voice remains crystal clear, making her tears gather uncontrollably. Also, yeah, like, man, okay, we do need to re-listen to some of that, because...
네, 우리 결혼해요.
That voice!
그러니까 그만 울어요.
Oh,
오늘
VA...
우린 가장 행복한 사람이 될 거예요.
VA understood the assignment. That was perfect. Prepare the wedding cake. Yeah, he's baking. It's currently baking. That was so good, right? Ah. Artem opens his mouth again as if trying to find another way to comfort her, but ultimately gives up.
지금은 내가 무슨 말을 해도
It seems that no matter what I say now, Rose is just crying. I love this. This is kind of funny. Like, get everyone seated. He did that without swallowing the mic. Yeah. Seeing, you know, we should listen to some of this in the other languages. Seeing him look a little helpless, she can't help but laugh through her tears. I'm just too happy.
알고 있어요.
I know. He softly answers her, as if wrapping her entire heart with the lightest, softest feather in this world. He lowers his gaze, hesitates for a moment, and speaks again. She's ruining her. I know, she just finished her makeup. Maybe it's like waterproof.
아까 전화에서 들린 그 음악 알아챈 거죠?
The song from the phone call earlier. Did you recognize it? She wants to deny it, but he sounds so certain that she can't find it in her to do so. But surprisingly enough, he actually seems relieved.
아무래도 난 서프라이즈 준비에는 영 소질이 없는 것 같아요. 사실 당신이 듣게 되어도 상관없었어요.
I guess I'm still not very good at preparing surprises. But the truth is that it doesn't matter if you overheard it.
게다가 당신이 마음에 들어하는 것 같아.
It seems like you liked it,
한결 마음이 놓이네요.
which puts my mind at ease. Huh? It's fine even if I overheard it? Just as she's lost in thought, a ringing sound breaks the small tranquil moment between the two of them in the corner of the stairway. It's a notification from the staff informing her that the guests are starting to arrive and that she can get ready to welcome them. From the corner of her eyes, she sees Artem secretly take a deep breath just like her. She smiles and holds out her hand, waiting for him to take it. Perhaps he has other plans for that piece of music, but she does not press further. After all, a gift box filled with surprises ought to be opened at the right time. Right now, what matters most is walking towards her future together with him. It's fine. She is adorable. Oh my god. The wedding hasn't even started yet, and she's already crying. At the ceremony venue, Kimberly and Brian are already exchanging pleasantries with the guests. Among them are some familiar faces that she's seen at previous gatherings, many of them being aunts and uncles who have watched Artem grow up. Should I go greet them? Despite being the one who asked, she still feels somewhat uneasy. Previously, when Artem was faced with the choice of developing his career in the capital or to remain in Stellis, she met several seniors who weighed their relationships with him against his career development. Now that Artem's decision has been made, what should she say when she meets them again at such a joyous
안
occasion?
가도 괜찮아요.
You don't need to. Wow. She's like, nope. Or he's like, nope. Yeah, I don't know if I like the English versions of his parents' names, to be honest. While she's still pondering what to do, Artem leans close to her temple and places a reassuring kiss through her veil.
모두 부모님의 옛 지인들이시니 부모님께서 응대하시면 돼요.
They're all old acquaintances of my parents, so it's best to let them handle it. Okay. She nods, and when she looks up again, she meets a pair of warm eyes filled with amusement. Kimberly seems to have sensed what is on her mind, shaking her head at her through the crowd. It is only then that she completely relaxes and exchanges a glance with Artem. He naturally puts his arm around her shoulders and turns her toward the other side.
입구 쪽에서 우리 손님을 기다릴까요?
Why don't we wait for our
이
guests at the
자리는
entrance?
어른들께 내어드리죠.
Let's leave this space to the elders. A nice suit, his chest is broad. Yeah. We can see the suit in full, so might as well. Yeah, man, look at the way it cinches in at the waist. It's very attractive. Very classy suit. I like the off-white goldish color here. The little small touch of pastel here. Yes, Dad. Sorry. Why don't we wait for our guests at the entrance? Oh, at this. Okay. When she was... You like the velvet lapel thingies? Yeah, me too. When she was studying up things at her parents' house... Oh my god. I read too slowly. Oh, it's tidying. I was like studying. When she was tidying up things at their parents' houses... I'm so confused. His parents' house? Because there's one house. Okay, whatever. Artem told her that growing up is something that is always accompanied by farewells, and leaning on each other is something that belongs to two people alone. That warm gaze earlier had held the same emotion, just more honest and gentle. It is a gaze meant to send the younger generation off on their own paths, a quiet look from behind, tinged with farewell. After just a few steps in the other direction, she sees her law firm colleagues entering the auditorium. Okay, what do you think about the venue? It looks like a very typical wedding venue, to be honest. Maybe a slightly more well, not really spacious, but it's first floor outside. That's nice. But yeah, like it looks almost identical to wedding venues that are here, except for like small hints in the decoration. Considering it was designed by a single lawyer, it's pretty good. Fair point. Fair point. You know what? Like, I don't know if any of the other of them will be able to say that they did all of this on their own, right? This is a one-of-a-kind wedding. Even in Tears of Themis. Celestine briskly strides ahead, tugging Jeremy along. Kiki tries to catch up, but hesitates, worried that her other colleagues might get lost if she leaves them behind. In the end, she ends up spinning in circles in the middle, like a spinning top, frantically trying to manage both sides. Kiki is so funny. Listen, Marius has money. Artem has money! Marius designed all of Rosa's dress parts. It was very cute. Oh, that is very sweet. That's very cute. Wow.
대표님, 저기 행사장은 오른쪽 계단으로 올라가셔야 해요.
Chairwoman, the ceremonial hall is up the stairs on the right. Artem smiles helplessly and lets out a sigh. She can't help but smile too, quickly waving to Celestine. Celestine, over here.
가고 있어. 아이 참.
I'm coming. I love that Celestine is like, what's the word? So confidently wrong all the time. Do you know what I mean? No, she's often right as well, but like when she's always so confident in everything she does, right or wrong. He definitely didn't waste time personally building the set. He did design the venue, but I haven't done the card yet. We'll post me. Oh, okay. Yeah, definitely send some screenshots of memorable moments. All right, let's take a look. It's a wedding. We have to look at their clothes. Look at this dress. Wow. That's super pretty. Like, I would love to have a game like this for MC in Love and Deep Space. Sorry, an outfit like this. Right? It's so pretty. This is her revenge. She's trying to outdo the bride. Celestine rushes over in a quick stride and holds her hand. It seems like she has a lot to say, yet she remains silent for a moment. Doesn't she look like Raphael's mom? I don't know. I don't know what his mom looks like. She had previously been so worked up on the phone, scolding the two of them for not delivering the invitation in person. But now that they had finally come, she's the first one to get all teary-eyed. No, Rosa was the first one to get all teary-eyed. Honestly, she's close. Celestine is gorgeous. She is. In the end, she merely smooths out the folds in her gloves at the wrist and says with a slightly choked voice,
정말 보기 좋아.
"Aw, Celestine."
정말 보기 좋아.
That's so cute. The ocean themed dress and hair color. Yeah, that's fair. Is it ocean themed those? I think those are flowers, right? But yeah, it is like an oceany color. Seeing this, Jeremy smiles and hands her the wedding gift they brought, a pair of delicate brooches. The metal brooch in a knot pattern is studded with red crystals resembling intertwined red threads.
이건 지민이가 두 사람이 청첩장에 적은 문구를 보고 특별히 주문 제작한 거예요.
Celestine had this custom made after seeing what you wrote on the invitation. All right, let's take a look at Jeremy's fit. Does he match her? I think he matches her, right? My dumb autistic baby boy grew up and is getting married. Everyone in this at this wedding screaming model. Yep. Remember when she brought him a Relationship for Dummies book? He needed it. He was watching like romantic dramas on TV trying to get tips for how to like confess to Rosa. It was so cute.
둘이 이렇게 멋진 별명을 붙여줬으니 사랑의 큐피드라는 명성에 걸맞게 행동해야 한다면서요.
Damn, Jeremy looking good. Yeah, right? Since you've given her such a resounding title, she'll have to live up to her role as the red thread matchmaker. Celestine nudges Jeremy with her arm, shooting him a look that says, "You talk too much," then personally hands the brooch to them.
몇 년 동안 너희가 한 걸음 한 걸음 걸어온 길을 다 지켜봤으니까 길게 말하지 않을게.
She speaks like she's like a lot older than them. Like a lot older than Artem, and she's not. Like she's not that much older than Artem. I've watched you two grow together each step of the way over the years, so I won't say much more. Like the little accents on his fit. Yeah.
앞으로의 길도 서로 의지하며
더 잘 걸어가야 해.
I hope you'll continue to walk this path together and grow even closer. The gift box in her hand seems to grow heavier, and the warmth of their intentions nearly brings her to tears again. Oh, actually, is she friends with Artem's mom? Then she might be a decent amount older. But she acts like his older sister sometimes. You know what I mean? I'm very confused. Thank you, Celestine. Thank you, Jeremy.
고마워요. 잠시 뒤 직원에게 자리를 안내받으세요.
Thank you. The staff will show you
가장
your
좋은
seat.
자리로 남겨뒀어요.
I've reserved the best spots for you. Aww. After hearing what Artem says, Kiki, who waits with the rest of the group to give their blessings, also gets
저도
excited.
좋은 자리 앉을래요.
I want a good seat
대표님
too.
옆에 앉게 해줘요.
Let me sit next to Celestine. Of course, I've already arranged your seats, but you'll have to enter a bit later, after all. So Celestine is basically mommy. She kind of is. And time slips away amidst the murmur of well wishes, and soon the ceremony is about to begin. At some point, they greeted Luke. We're just gonna have to headcanon that. But at some point, they definitely greeted Luke. And I'm sure that he was also in tears. I mean in a brotherly way. She arranged their seats, but Artem rearranged them. Yeah, Luke is here. Yeah. Luke is probably like, my little sister's all grown up. Time slips away amidst the murmur of well wishes, and soon the ceremony is about to begin. Rosa and Artem stand at the entrance of the ceremony hall, waiting for the MC to call them in. As the train of her wedding dress spreads across the floor, Kiki fusses over her appearance, making final adjustments while muttering to herself.
아까 늦게 들어가라는 게 이런 뜻이었군요.
That's what you meant by
걱정
making a late
마요.
entrance.
선배의 절친으로서 장담하는데 오늘 선배가 등장하면 사람들이 눈을 떼지 못할 거예요.
Don't worry, I promise your appearance will absolutely steal the show. Luke also probably sees how damn hot Artem is. Yeah, he's probably like, dang, you got yourself a catch. She glances left and right as she speaks, carefully adjusting the angle of her veil.
그리고 백 변호사님이 무섭긴 하지만
And even though I'm scared of Mr. Wing, oh my gosh, she's still scared. She quickly glances at Artem, who is standing beside her, and clears her throat to cover it up before looking straight into her eyes. He's right there. He's right there. Kiki is so funny. I forgot how funny Kiki is. Oh my gosh.
하지만 누가 선배를 괴롭히면 그게 백 변호사님이라도 가만 안 둘 거예요.
I won't let anyone who bullies you off the hook, not even him. That short sentence seems to have taken her a great deal of courage. She can't help but look at Artem, who lets out a confused sound.
그럴 일 없을 거예요.
That won't happen.
만약 나중이라도 제가 정말 속상하게 한다면 그땐 절 가만두지 마세요.
But if I do ever do anything to upset her later, please don't let me off the hook. Oh, and there it is. Oh my gosh. So funny. After speaking to Kiki, he turns to her.
그래도 나 몰래 복수하지 말고 나한테도 만회할 기회를 줘요.
Aww.
당신을 속상하게 했다면 그건 절대 내 본의가 아니었을 거예요.
But please don't secretly punish me without giving me a chance to make amends, because it will never have been my intention to hurt you. There he goes again. He does say the gayest shit. I love him. I love him. She holds on tighter to his arm. All right, Kiki and I both believe in you. He's like, the defendant deserves a chance for rebuttal. Oh. Meanwhile, the MC finishes the opening ceremony and his words ring out through the microphone.
다음은 신랑 신부 입장에 있겠습니다.
Now, let's welcome the bride and groom. Ah, is it time already? Gay shit, but why am I blushing? Yep. Like, Artem has that effect. Tension suddenly descends, and before she can react, Kiki gives her shoulder a gentle push.
어서 가요. 꼭 행복해야 해요.
Go on then, you must be happy. Okay. They walk hand in hand, or she walks hand in hand with Artem onto the path ahead, unwavering and true. Actually, when first discussing the wedding ceremony, the MC had suggested for her to walk down the aisle alone, with Artem waiting for her at the end of the path. That is, like, usually how it's done. But Artem said that he wanted to walk with her. Aww.
우리는 연인이자 파트너고
Because we're lovers and partners.
서로의 증인이자 동반자예요.
We are each other's witnesses and companions.
어떤 순간에도 제가 그녀의 종착점이 되는 일은 없어요. 저는 둘이 같이 우리가 원하는 길을 찾아가고 싶을 뿐이에요.
I cannot. Can you please? How is he always so perfect? How does he always say the most perfect things? I will never be her final destination. I simply wish to explore the path we both desire together. This is why he took the wedding so seriously. Like every single moment is like meaningful to him. Like every single moment of a wedding suddenly feels like meaningful and is very intentional. He's walking with her down the aisle, yeah, to symbolize their path through life together. Oh my gosh. He got an A on every line. I know! The hell? He got team A on his lines, for sure. Team A was definitely writing his lines. I have to guess, wait, is that her dad? And now both of them are truly walking down this path together. He gets called daddy. Artem's words to the MC still echoes in her ears until a soft chuckle pulls her back to reality. Huh? He's smiling. He tilts his head slightly as if wanting to say something, but holds his tongue in front of everyone. Wow. Until they walk onto the stage where, under the MC's guidance, they turn to face each other and their linked arms become intertwined fingers. He gently squeezes her palm and speaks in a very soft voice.
방금 이 길이 생각했던 것보다 짧다고 생각하고 있었어요.
I was just thinking that this path feels shorter than I imagined.
근데 이전 절차대로 아무것도 하지 않고 여기서 당신을 기다리기만 하면
Oh.
시간이 길게 느껴질 거예요.
But if we followed the original plan with me waiting here doing nothing, it probably would have felt like forever. Perfect lines. You're right. She softly responds to him. After all, walking side by side on the same path is what we're most used to doing. She's got good
아이고,
lines too.
신랑 신부가 무슨 귓속말을 그렇게 주고받으십니까?
Oh my, what are the bride and groom whispering to each other? Ah. Getting caught whispering, she suddenly feels her face flush red as she's just been caught passing notes to her crush during class. The MC winks at her and flips to the next page of his cue cards with a knowing look.
신랑 신부께서 하실 말씀이 있다고 하니 제가 더 시간을 뺏으면 안 되겠습니다. 그럼 이제 신랑님께서는 신부님께 반지를 끼워주시고
Romantic
가장
stuff, bro.
진실한 맹세를 해주시기 바랍니다.
Since the newlyweds have something to say, since the bride and groom have something to say, I shall not keep them waiting. The groom may place the ring on the bride's finger and make his most sincere vows. All eyes are suddenly on Artem, but he takes out the ring and remains silent. After a while, he lets out a helpless chuckle. Speaking in front of crowds is usually what he does best, but today, she catches a hint of subtle nervousness in his laughter.
우린 모두 법조인입니다. 오늘 이 자리에 계신 분들 중 상당수가 저희 선배나 동료들이죠.
Okay, he's such a killjoy. No, he was saying it in a very teasing way. And they do need to get married. We're both legal professionals, and many of the guests here today are either our seniors or colleagues.
어릴 적부터 부모님과 스승님 그리고 선배님들의 가르침을 받아 가야 할 길은 일찍 정했습니다. 하지만 마음속엔 늘 막막함이 있었어요.
Since childhood, I've been influenced by my parents, teachers, and seniors, and determined my path early on. Yet, often, I still felt lost in my heart.
정말 이상하지 않나요?
He said most. He didn't say all. He said most. That's why Luke is still able to be there. Don't worry. Strange, isn't it?
좌절이 너무 잦으면 자신감을 잃게 되지만 지나치게 순조로워도 오히려 자신을 의심하게 되더군요.
Too many setbacks can make one lose confidence, yet having things go too smoothly can also make one doubt themselves.
예전에는 이 모든 걸 혼자 감당해야 한다고 생각했습니다. 성장은 원래 자신만의 과제니까요.
Oh my god! Why does he keep getting such good lines? I can't do this. I used to think I had to face all of this alone because personal growth was a journey meant to be walked by oneself.
나중에야 깨달았습니다.
And later,
사랑은
I came to realize
서로를 끌어당기고 얽히게 하며 서로에게 해답이 되어주고 서로의 인생에서 가장 중요한 명제가 된다는 거요.
Love draws people together, weaves their lives together, answers each other's questions, and becomes the most important proposition in each other's lives. He pauses, and the emotions conveyed through his gaze grow even more intense. Though she gazes into his eyes, not wanting to miss any emotion that might flicker through them. There lies a vast and gentle sea brimming with restrained yet overwhelming love, its depths reaching far beyond what the eyes can see.
언제부터였는지 기억나지 않는데
No!
전에 말했던 손 닿을 수 있는 거리, 곁에 설 수 있는 거리로는 더 이상 만족할 수 없게 됐어요.
Oh my gosh, they're using this function in a place I did not expect. I can't recall when it started, but I was no longer satisfied with what I used to say about within arm's reach and the right to stand by your side.
그걸 깨달았을 때 난 이미 이 채워지지 않는 감정에 깊이 빠져 있었죠.
This is a good use of it. Yeah, it really is. By the time I realized it, I was already deeply immersed in this dissatisfaction.
난 당신과 내 삶의 모든 걸 함께 나눌 수 있기를 간절히 바랐어요. 기쁨이든 행복이든 방황이든 고통이든 전부 다 나누고 싶어요.
Look at his expressive, I know, right? His Conrian eyes. I long to share everything in life with you, be it joy and happiness or confusion and sorrow.
한 걸음 더 다가가 당신과 가장 가까운 사람이 되고 싶어요.
I want to get closer to you and become the person nearest to your heart.
하지만 그 전에 다시 한번 확인해 보고 싶어요.
But before that, let me confirm one more thing.
당신도 나만큼 행복한가요?
Are you as happy as I am? Wow. That was... Dang. Artem's distant cousin Kea sitting by the bar drinking during this. Artem steps forward and takes her left hand but does not immediately put the ring on.
다시 한번 확인하고 싶어요. 내가 스스로 바라던 것처럼 당신을 받쳐주는 바람이 되고
Oh.
당신과 함께 빛나는 또 하나의 빛이 되었나요?
Oh my gosh. I want to confirm once more if I have become as I'd hoped, the wind that lifts you up and the light that shines beside yours. My God! Oh my God. He didn't...
당신이 당연하게 의지할 수 있는 퇴로와 확신은 줬나요?
Whether I gave you a fallback and confidence that you could naturally rely on.
만약 내가 충분히 잘해냈다면 내 한 걸음을 받아주고 당신도 원한다고 말해줘요.
If what I've done has been enough, then please accept my proposal to take things further and tell me that I do, I guess. In a daze, she realizes that with every step Artem takes towards her, he seems to be seeking confirmation. Is he doing all right? Is he doing well? He knows oh my God, he's so cute. He knows her so well, and even though he knows she'll give him a positive answer, he still asks for her response over and over again. That's because he understands consent. Oh, so all she wants to do is respond to all of his love with everything that she has. Yes, I do. Of course I'm willing, Artem. You're the best. Artem seems caught off guard by her words, and the hand supporting hers trembles slightly. The all leads take notes. I know, right? But in truth, she's wanted to tell him this many times. When she opens her eyes and sees him, when she's lying in his arms before falling asleep, and even a few days ago, while casually chatting with her teddy bear. I'll say it as many times as you need to. Or as you need me to. You're the best. It's his love that gives her the confidence to chase after the clouds and the courage to meet reality head on, like two stones colliding, like two sails unafraid of any storm. Am I the wind beneath you and the light that shines with you? Oh my gosh. Yes, you're the best. No. Even though this world can be chaotic and strange at times, it's because he's here that she's willing to try and love it a little more. We be Stop. The lump in her throat makes it hard to speak. Her fingertips feel cold, but Artem's palm is warm and steady.
그럼 끼워줄게요.
Then allow me to place this ring on your finger. Oh my gosh. With utmost care, Artem slips the ring onto her finger. Oh my gosh, they animated that too! I mean, it makes sense, but dang.
미안해요. 미리 준비했던 서약이 갑자기 생각나지 않아서 지금 하고 싶은 말을 해버렸네요.
He thought that up on the fly? Oh my god! I apologize. I forgot the vows I prepared earlier, so I just said what was on my mind right now. He thought that up on the fly. Oh my god. Cannot. Yeah, she's shocked too. Rosa's shocked too. Goddamn, Artem, shut the front door, you show up. Her eyes start burning with tears again. Others might believe his excuses, but she knows he couldn't possibly forget. After all, she'd caught him reciting those vows over and over again just a while ago. How much must he have wanted her to have a wedding full of surprises and unexpected moments to change his carefully crafted vows into an impromptu speech? That's so funny. That's so funny that he was like, shit, she overheard my vows. I'm gonna change them right now. Oh my god. You know, it took Team A like a week in a meeting to finalize that line, right? Oh my god, though. Damn, he improv. He must really love me. just to surprise her. She seizes Artem's hand in the moment, no longer wanting to recite the script she had prepared. Instead, letting her instincts express the waves of emotion surging in her heart. Oh no. Oh my. What's Rosa gonna say? It's time for her. She's gonna try to improv too. Oh dear. No need to apologize. I'll listen carefully to everything you have to say. You know what, Artem? I think I'm the luckiest person in the world. You always tell me that I deserve all of your love. But in fact, it's because you understand and accept everything about me that I've become who I am today.
나도 마찬가지예요.
I feel the same way.
당신이 있기에 지금의 내가 있어요.
Because of you, that's why I'm standing here today. That's why she has the courage to see spending their lives together as her most sincere promise and see the long journey ahead as their most precious gift. It's because they exist for each other that they've become better versions of themselves. He puts the ring on Artem's finger as he gently holds her in his arms. That was her speech. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. But I thought he was like interrupting, but that really was the end. Okay. I think I'm the luckiest person. So her vows. I think I'm the luckiest person in the world. You always tell me that I deserve all of your love, but in fact, it's because you understand and accept everything about me that I've become who I am today. Wow. Her speech is so much more normal and attainable. I think that they probably did that on purpose to, you know, make anybody who wasn't so good at making speeches still feel okay about themselves, especially after Artem. Jesus. He's not a lawyer for no reason. As flower petals rain down, she buries her face in his embrace, no longer able to hold back her tears.
왜 또 울어요?
Why are you crying again? I think Rosa has never stopped crying. Artem chuckles softly as he takes half a step back, turning his head to gaze at her. Seeing that she's still crying, he gently lifts the veil in the shower of flower petals, shielding her face from the guest's gaze. And they kiss. I thought he was going to throw some law shit in there. No, it's just classy. Yeah, it's just perfect. Then he gently kisses away her tears. The cheers and applause from the guests are blocked out by his presence, and all she can hear is his voice.
사랑해요.
I love you. Oh, oh my god. The banquet continues until the afternoon. After most of the guests have left, she hands the bouquet to Kiki.
근데 난 아직 연애도 안 해봤는데.
But I haven't even dated anyone yet. Caught off guard by the bouquet that's suddenly being thrust into her arms, Kiki looks a bit surprised. Who says a bouquet has to represent love? It's a symbol of happiness and good fortune. If you meet the right person someday, of course I hope you'll be able to hold on to that love. But until you meet him, I wish you peace and happiness every day, success at work, and a great fortune. Oh, they're the bestest of friends. Oh, so cute.
선배, 사랑해요. 저랑 평생 절친해야 해요.
So cute. Sunbae, I love you. I want to be besties forever. Kiki throws herself into her arms, hugging her tightly. She quickly lets go and waves the bouquet. Aww.
선배를
Kiki, I
계속
volunteer.
독차지하고 싶지만 지금은 누군가한테 돌려줘야 할 것 같네요. 전 먼저 가서 꽃이나 꽂을게요.
Kiki's a catch. Yeah, she's so cute. Look at her. As much as I'd love to keep you all to myself, I think it's time to return you to a certain someone. I'll go put these flowers in a vase first. Following her gaze, Rosa turns around to see Artem waiting for her. After the guests leave, the hall falls into a vast silence. He leans against the stairway corner nearby, staring at the welcome signs he arranged with his own hands. Both of their names are written on them. This is the second time she's seen him by the stairs today. Both times he doesn't look at her, yet his eyes are filled with nothing but her. Artem, she calls out his name and runs towards him, feeling a warm tenderness spreading throughout her heart. Artem stretches out his arms to catch her, helping fix her veil that got disheveled when she fell into his embrace.
부케는 다 전달했어요?
Are you done passing on the bouquet? Rosa would try to set her up with Luke. Too bad Luke is making out with Marius in the stairwell. Why is Marius at the wedding? Artem, no, don't go on the stairs. Are you, I read that. Yeah, let's go. She lifts her head and gently kisses the corner of his lips. She didn't hear the familiar melody during the ceremony, so she knows there's still another surprise coming. The same one she accidentally stumbled upon before the ceremony began. Oh, here we go. Outside, Artem leads her out of the auditorium. Look how fancy this place is. Dang. This is is it a famous wedding? Is it? Are they friends? I'm kidding. I know. But do you think Vin was invited then? Do you think Vin was invited then? Oh my god. A vinyl record player and several long tables with drinks and desserts are prominently displayed in the small plaza, and the guests have not yet left. Before she can ask, the record begins to spin. As the first string of notes flows out, she feels momentarily dazed. Vin was invited to accidentally schedule 3 surgeries today. He couldn't make it. Wait, he can't do surgery. He's a psychiatrist. Artem, but you don't do surgery. Oh my gosh. Huh? Why is it por una cabeza? Amidst the melody of the strings, Artem's voice is tinged with nostalgia.
방금 명찰을 보다가 발견한 건데요.
Just now, when I was looking at the nameplate, I noticed.
난 우리 이름이 나란히 있는 게 유난히 좋은 것 같아요.
How I seem to love seeing our names together. Oh my god! What the board doesn't warn me.
학교 무도회 때도 그랬죠.
I felt the same way at the university's ball.
주최 측 선생님들한테 당신이 내 파트너라고 말했거든요.
I told the teachers who organized that ball that you were my dance partner.
사실 그땐 우리 관계에 대해 조금 불안했어요.
Back then, I was still a bit uncertain about our relationship.
근데 돌이켜 보니까 그 말을 할 때가
He's doing mind medicine.
참 행복했던 것 같아요.
But thinking back, I was also very happy when I said those words. He pauses for a moment, smiling as he pulls himself away from his memories.
나와 다시 한번 오프닝 댄스를 쳐줄래요?
Would you care to dance the opening waltz with me again? He doesn't make any inviting gestures or use any formal words, his tone casual, as if merely striking up a chat. But time seems to wind back several years, and Artem's figure seems to be gradually overlapping with the image of him from back then, when he'd bowed and asked her to dance. Everything flows smoothly, as if they've rehearsed it countless times. Led by his hand, she walks step by step to the center of the floor, her arms naturally rising with the music to rest upon his shoulders.
이제 난 아무 걱정도 없어요.
And now I no longer have any doubts. Me neither. Artem tightens his grip on her waist. The wedding dress is much heavier than a tango dress, but the warmth from his palm feels even more fervent than it did back then. The gentle intimacy drifts with the rising melody and melts into the warm sunlight that showers across the entire plaza. Vin would rather learn brain surgery and show up his ex's wedding. I love this song too. Now, I love this song. It's such a good song. Dancing lovers always harbor countless thoughts and can only express them through passionate dance. These words are what Rosa and Artem once said to each other on different occasions. Now that they have waded through the rivers of worries and concerns, their love only grows stronger and their dance steps become ever more passionate. Now and then, so similar yet so different. Artem. Between the dancing notes of music, she speaks softly. Different times, different places, different relationships, but one thing remains constant. I am your one and only dance partner. Aww! He lowers his head with a smile and presses his forehead against hers.
영광이에요.
And I'm honored. The dance ends, yet the record keeps spinning. The applause cleverly fills the gap between music transitions, and soon a familiar and upbeat blues melody begins to play.
다음은 우리를 위한 두 번째 춤이에요.
Now it's time for our second dance. Oh my god. I think he has gotten the song from like every like significant moment in their life on this soundtrack. The pigeon sounds are still triggering. I know, right? It's that song from Lurid Story. Artem continues to invite her with a casual tone, but her emotions become increasingly difficult to suppress. Been trying to fix the Gen Alpha way with words. How long is the dance supposed to last? It feels like minutes, yet also like years. She follows the rhythm with her dance steps while letting her thoughts drift through vast fragments of memories. Artem in the corner of the coffee shop, Artem sharing his past with her in the new movie lounge, and Artem right now standing inches away from her. Time rewinds like a vortex between heaven and earth, but at the center of the whirlpool are Artem's eyes, bright and unchanging through the years. I imagine them boogieing and grooving. Yeah, that would be so cute. As the upbeat music comes to an end, Artem finally explains the reason behind this surprise.
사실 이건 카페 점장님이 우리 신혼 선물로 특별히 녹음해 주신 레코드예요.
Wow. Actually, this record was specially recorded by the coffee shop's owner as our wedding gift. I see.
그곳의 풍습에 따르면 결혼식에서 가장 중요한 순서는 무도회라고 해요.
According to their customs, the dance is the most important part of a wedding.
그래서 나한테 곡 리스트를 요청했던 거고요. 각 곡의 스타일을 녹여내려고 일부러 밴드를 섭외해 다시 연주까지 해주셨어요.
Isn't this kind of crazy? This guy has met them like twice. So he asked me for a song list and to blend the style of each piece. He even had the band perform a special rendition.
우리 예식에서도 행복하고 낭만적인 무대가 열렸으면 좋겠다고 하셨죠.
He hopes we can also have a joyful and romantic dance event at our ceremony. You say you weren't involved in planning the surprise, but you clearly were. Dude, I don't imagine he was uninvolved in anything to do with this wedding. Like, as she talks, the third piece of music begins to play. This time, it's finally a valse for a night, the one she heard this morning. He probably found out that Artem is famous and also he's good looking. As if on cue, dusk has fallen. The weather today is especially beautiful. The sunset casts a soft pink hue over the distant sky. The blend of orange and pink makes reality look just like a scene from a movie. I'd do him a favor if he asked, yeah, but like, to go to this extent, you know, he gathered a band and made them record. He rearranged the music on several songs. Like, that's kind of nuts. Artem reaches a hand out to her and he seems to notice this rare coincidence as well.
우린 항상 운이 좋네요.
We've always had good luck. She chuckles softly as she takes his hand. Yeah, but we haven't learned this dance before. What should we do? Can we rely on luck?
괜찮아요.
It's all right. He learned, so it's fine. Yeah, the pigeons still set me off a little bit. I'm like, why did there have to be pigeons in her card? But the dress is beautiful. It's not my favorite dress. I forgot which one I said was my favorite dress. But this dress is very pretty. Look at all of the roses on it. That was probably his decision too, to be honest.
지금은 다들 춤추고 있으니 아무도 우릴 신경 쓰지 않을 거예요.
Everyone is dancing now. No one will notice us.
게다가
Besides,
춤은 인생과 같아서 맞고 틀림이 없어요.
like life itself, there's no right or wrong way to dance. She can tell he is quoting lines from a classic movie, but something feels subtly different from what she remembers. The original line clearly begins with unlike life. She turns her head to look at him, and he gazes persistently into her eyes.
같은 말이에요.
That's the same thing. Wait. Oh my gosh. Her ears are gonna fall off.
우리 인생도 한편의 영화라면 운명처럼 정해진 일은 단 하나뿐이라고 생각해요.
It's very nice, but oh my god, why those earrings? Yeah, they are like quite big. Maybe they're very light. I don't know. If our lives were a movie, I believe there would only be one thing destined to happen.
우리만의 복선과 암시가 이미 내 인생의 맥락을 가득 채우고 있거든요.
The foreshadowing and subplots that belong to us have already filled the veins of my life.
모든 이야기 속에서 우리의 사랑만이 흔적을 남겼어요.
Among all the plots, only our love left traces to follow.
나머지는
As for the rest, oh my gosh, he's like whispering into her ear. This is too much for me to handle.
나머지는
The music beat grows stronger as Artem extends his arms and she spins away in the opposite direction. As the distance grows, the latter half of Artem's words is drowned out by the music, but she already understands the words he leaves unspoken. Too much, yeah. Dancing is about freedom. What matters isn't how the steps are arranged, but continuing to dance with those by your side. Life is the same. That looks so good. I know, right? They keep getting better and better. Remember when we were impressed just by him eating broccoli? Why? He's too strong. We've come so far from that eating thing. We really have. The passionate moment fades in an instant, and following the rhythm of the drums, she twirls back into his arms. The sunset casts a warm glow on Artem's profile, and her heart skips a beat along with the music. In the next moment, her arm is gently tugged, and she instinctively looks up to meet Artem's tender gaze.
방금 그 각도에선 당신 얼굴이 안 보였어요.
I couldn't see your face from that angle just now. The music happens to pause for a beat, highlighting his barely audible voice.
당신을 계속 보고 싶어요.
I want to keep looking at you. God. Sir, can you stop? Rosa can't handle, like, crying this much. I'm sure she hasn't eaten all day. Me too. After all, today is a once-in-a-lifetime event. Before she can finish what she's saying, Artem gently shakes his head.
오늘뿐만이 아니에요.
It's not just today. The angle of the sun or setting sun seems to change, or perhaps the two of them have turned away from the sunset as they continue spinning. When Artem smiles, a gentle ray of light. Something brown eyes. Yeah, let her eat. We want to taste Artem's expert cooking and baking. We do. He does cook well. Remember, he does cook well. He probably was very responsible for the menu. Like, he definitely catered his own wedding. I know. Dude, I can't believe that he ended up DIYing his own wedding. Like, what the hell, man? It's not like he even had to. Like, he has money. She cannot help but follow. He's like too perfect. He's like the perfect husband. Like, wow. She cannot help but follow the shifting light and shadows, tracing his expression with her gaze. Perhaps this is what it means to be in love. Even when they can see each other every day, they still yearn to never miss a single moment of... Oh, sorry. She yearns to never miss a single moment of his smile. Even though the sun will rise again tomorrow, she still yearns to hold on to every precious moment of happiness before today's sunset fades away. Taking notes, yeah. Then I have a good suggestion. She blinks at him, mimicking the female lead's mannerisms from the movie. Let's dance again, right here in the plaza until tomorrow comes. No, girl, you gotta eat! But I wonder if we'll have enough music here to dance the night away. She hears his laughter behind her ear again. Requirements 1, be hot. All you need is a good skincare routine, to be honest. All you need is a good skincare routine.
저 턴테이블은 바늘을 자동으로 이동시킬 수 있어요. 레코드의 모든 곡이 재생되면 다시 바깥쪽으로 돌아올 거예요.
That record player can automatically move its needle, and when the entire record finishes playing, it returns to the original or to the outer
춤을
groove.
추고 싶다면
As long as we want to dance,
언제까지고 계속 출 수 있죠.
we can keep dancing. Did you copy his speech about the wing and lights? Yeah, but you gotta save that for the actual wedding, so that's... some steps missing in between. Artem tightens his grip on her fingers and pulls her into his embrace. Even through the formal attire, she can still feel his heartbeat. So she freely raises her arm, lifting his hand along with hers. Then let's dance until tomorrow. On any other day, she would... Whoopsie. On any other day, she would think such words are a bit exaggerated. After all, they are not professional dancers, and wedding dresses and tailcoats are not really suited for extended dancing. Yeah, you're gonna get tired. But today, she has the privilege of romance. Romance is not gonna make you not hungry. Okay, 2.5, show this card to a wedding planner and just go do this. Be a lawyer, doctor, model, or something with class. She can dream a dream from which she will never wake and speak her wishes into reality like sweet little lies. She can forget about everything else and simply indulge in the spontaneous romance, pouring all her inexpressible love and emotions into each dance step, moving closer and closer to him. Until nightfall, until tomorrow comes. The end! Oh my gosh. Alright, let's take a look at this.
이건 약속이자 서약. 그리고 내 남은 생에 대한 가장 진심 어린 기대예요.
Oh my gosh, the wedding ring holder is so cute. Let's press this real fast. Oh. Oh, okay. We can take a closer look at the wedding bands. Damn, wedding invitations much? Yeah. These rings are so pretty. Look, it's the sun and the moon. Ah. It's the sun and the moon, so they complement each other. That's so cute. Damn, this ring is really pretty. Somewhere, you know, they're selling those IRL too. I would be too. Oh, whoops. Oh, we get a badge too. Wait, is there? What is this? But yeah, I think that was it. We did it, guys! We're married! Okay, yeah, back to the event. The after wedding stuff. Oh. Daily event. Okay. Yeah, back to the event. In her dream, that dance still hasn't ended. Okay, here we go. The wedding night. He holds her hand, his woody scent enveloping her as he guides her in turn until... Aww! Okay, this is adorable. Okay, honestly, kind of worth it just to get to this point of view. I love the veil. Oh, look at his smile! Ah! He looks so happy. This is... wow. Yeah. If this isn't my view at a wedding, I don't want it. The song ends. Artem gently smooths her veil, creased by the wind.
힘들어요?
Are you tired? No, I still feel like I want more. She's hungry. Same happened with Maria's card. Yeah, I imagine. That's really nice, though. Her fingers intertwined with his as if she's still in the middle of a dance.
조금
It's a bit... Outside the plaza, the music begins again, returning to the opening melody of Por una cabeza.
한 곡 더 쳐야겠는데요.
We should go for another dance.
음악이 안 끝나기도 했고
The music hasn't stopped yet,
나도 멈추고 싶지 않은데
and I don't want to stop either.
괜찮죠?
Is that alright? Of course. Anticipation rises within her as she lets him gently lift her hand once more. Still in the posture of an invitation to dance, their rings overlap between their joined fingers, shining in like sun and moonlight. Yeah, the sun and moon symbolism. There's something I've said before.
지금 그 말을 다시 한번 하고 싶어요.
And at this moment, I want to say it again. She gazes at him, her heartbeat guiding her eyes to his, where fervent emotion blurs.
당신은 내 유일한 파트너예요.
You're my one and only dance partner. The world is wrapped in a dreamlike, gentle glow. Only his voice remains, and it speaks of endless love. like a sweet dream that she can't help sinking into. Artem. Half asleep, she instinctively calls out his name, and a gentle voice answers beside her pillow.
왜
Oh!
없어요?
It's the morning after. I'm here. Did they change the bedding? Has day broken?
네. 근데 아직 이른 시간이라
It's
더
still
자도 돼요.
early, so you can sleep a little longer. She turns over, unable to tell left from right in the dim room, and her nose bumps against his cheek. Shouldn't we get up now? Didn't we say yesterday that we were going to... Her movement to rise is stopped by the person beside her. Artem tugs the blanket tightly and shifts to wrap his arms around her.
안 일어나도 돼요.
You don't need to get up.
오늘은 나갈 일 없어요.
There's no reason for us to go out. Oh! There's no reason for her to go out. What?
부모님이 어젯밤에 수도로 가셔서 원래 뵙기로 했던 계획이 취소됐어요.
My parents flew to the capital last night and the planned visit was canceled? Jesus Christ. His parents, man. I remember now. After the wedding last night, Kimberly Garner and Brian Wynn came to say goodbye before taking a midnight flight back to the capital. There is urgent work waiting for Brian Wing and several last-minute matters that require Kimberly Garner's help. They barely said a few words before leaving almost as soon as they came. More time to bang, I mean, what? Yeah, pretty much. Thinking back, only one sentence remains clear in her mind. The rest doesn't matter. All that matters is that you're happy. Just another day in the life of a legal professional. She sighs softly and burrows deeper into the blanket, which carries the same pleasant scent as
우리도
Artem.
나중에 같은 상황을 겪게 될지도 몰라요.
Perhaps we'll find ourselves in a similar situation in the future. Let's leave the future to the future. There's no need to rush things right now.
맞아요. 그래서
That's right.
오늘은 특별히 정해진 일정도 없어요.
And that's why there are no plans that need to be completed today.
일단 오늘 아침, 점심, 저녁부터 생각하자고요.
Okay, he says I here, but in Korean he says, first, let's think about what to have for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, like together. And we could also consider she's close enough that simply lifting her head lets her brush against Artem's cheek. Adding a good morning kiss.
아,
The sun has fully risen, and even without opening the curtains, she can feel the light falling over Artem. He sits against the mattress, his eyes bright as he places a soft kiss at the corner of her lips.
좋은 아침이에요, 여보.
Good morning. He cradles her hand. She catches his wrist, and his kiss falls again upon her ring finger. As her fingertips glide over his skin, she feels Artem's pulse quickening, and hers matches his. I think maybe. He called her wife.
왜
Artem.
불러요?
Oh my god. Please stop. You can't keep doing this.
왜 불러요?
Why are you calling me? Nothing. Her heart skips a beat, and she's not sure whether it's the sunlight or his tenderness. Yeah, she had the same reaction to that, Mao. Or perhaps she still needs a little time to grow accustomed to the change in address and identity.
아직 이른데 같이 조금만 더 자요.
Can I take a moment to bring up another reason this is killing me right now? I love this trope. Oh my god, this reminded me of a scene in Master of Ceremonies in the Wei-Jun, in the after stories where like they finally take a vacation and team leader wants to just like stay in bed, and Seodan is like, I didn't know you knew how to be lazy. Somehow it's always Seodan's time. It is. So it's the same like thing. Like Seodan's trying to get out of bed, and team leader just keeps pulling him back in and is like, no, we can go later. And it's so cute. I love that trope. I love when that type of scene pops up because it's just adorable. So to get it like here is also very nice. Okay, she nuzzles against his shoulder and closes her eyes, and as she settles down, her hair seems to tangle with his. The sunlight is just right, perfect for staying in bed. And we did it, I think.
햇살과 달빛을 함께 엮어 성대하고 아름다운
The
무드를
sunlight and the
수놓고
moonlight together weave them into a
서로의
grand and beautiful
궤적이
ball.
어우러지게 해봐요.
Our
그건
paths intertwine.
맹세이자 기대이기도 해요.
It belongs to both ours and
마음속에서
hopes.
사랑이 조용히 피어나고
May love silently grow in our hearts
평생 서로 의지하며 함께하기로 약속해요.
as we promise to lean on each other for life. Wow. We did it! We're married. He called her Yobo. Wait, what is this? How do I get these? After that lazy lion, I feel completely refreshed now. Would you like to have breakfast first? So given the time, it should be brunch. Okay, we're stopping after this. Because I just wanted to get to that ending. It smells so good. I can already smell it. I'm getting a bit hungry. I'll freshen up first, then have brunch, and then, there's no need to plan things out. We agreed to take it easy today. Yeah, but we need to get moving and stretch a bit. This is like the exact same conversation practically. This is like the same conversation between like team leader and Isodan. Oh my god. Then how would you like to help me organize the gifts everyone sent? Apart from some particularly important ones that I put away, there are still many unopened ones. Sure, let's organize them after we finish eating. We are a married Rosa. Yay! Wow, I can't believe that we made it through this game until the wedding. That's crazy. But congratulations. Yay!